Good day, everybody! How's it going? Back for more Threefold Recital. Let's go. An empty house is apparently what this one's called. Let's see. 75, paintings travel 2. Let me know if everything sounds fine and if everything's alright. Let's see, we're gonna pop out of chat here. Alright, so next chapter is Snake Lady. I can't remember her name at this time. Go to the theater as Transia. In the bustling Zone 2 of the great metropolis Blue Scales, there was a freelance artist, a sneakling artist, by the name of Transia. Being being a fine artist of the post-Eglet school, she was moderately recognized for her techniques and efficiency. On this otherwise unremarkable day, she was busy painting a full-length portrait, commissioned by the owner of the Hot Antid Theater. A realistic full-length portrait, but not restricted by reality. Use your imagination. Clients these days. That's just another way of saying I have no frickin' idea what I want. How's it going, Raider? Anyways, I can do this. Start with a sketch, yeah. What kind of body do I have in mind? Fashionable, pretty human, stylish beastling. Like that one. Hey, that's a good start. Now colors. What part shall I color next? Hair, fur, jacket, coat. Jacket, maybe? We already did that. Coat. That is fine. Hair. That's fine. Nice. How? Some accessories to wrap it up. What accessories do I want? Nothing. Glasses. hairpin, animals, gems. Glasses are fine. Okay, is that it? Let me guess, this person's gonna be the antagonist of the whole thing. I just made my rival. Oh no. Yep, we got him up. Dron has put them up on the on Flera, so they're up there now for the nominations, or what was nominated. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of watching. Thank you for that. Woohoo! Not another job done. I know procrastination is a bad habit and all, but look at me, from start to finish, all in one day. A round of applause for the best post-Igist artist alive. Oops, it's getting late. This paint took me some time. Oop. What's that sound? Huh, probably nothing. I've been working so hard today that I'm starting to hear things. This must be it. Or else what? I heard a ghost? Speaking of, what's this place called again? Hot Antin Theater, I think? Hot Anted. Haunted, how haunted? It's a haunted theater. Huh! Triranta's going to love lame jokes like this. Okay, now seriously. Let me add some finishing touches with my jade brush and call it a day. Where is it again? I thought it was at the bottom level of the shelf, a green brush. Let's go get it. Huh? I'm sure it was here last time I saw it. It's a gift from my mentor, full of sentimental value. I can't just lose it. The brush holder is knocked over. It must have rolled deep into the shelf. Shall I crawl and check inside the dark corners? Sure, why not? Here I come. It has to be there somewhere. Nope, nothing. Shall I go even deeper? Yeah, sure. Exactly how deep is this shelf? It's pitch black. I can't see a thing. Gotta feel around for the brush. There's nothing of interest, just shelf boards. It's pitch black. Here, a thick layer of dust. Yeah! Holy guacamole! Get a grip, will you? I almost had a heart attack. Ghost! I saw a ghost! Not again. This is Daisy Elsa. Daisy Ace, my client's daughter. It started with Mace Ace hiring me for one portress, then his daughter became so fascinated that she asked me to tour to her. What can I say? The client's always right. Now I have an apprentice. Gotta say, she's gifted and really into the art of painting. Ah, another kangaroo. A species of class, I see. Honestly, I like her. The tutorship don't do it. I mean it. This time it's for real. Just come over to my studio. I can show you. Oh, you sure? It's not a mouse or a cockroach? Absolutely. Not a stain on the wall like the other time?
That stain doesn't scare me anymore. Alright. This is the last time. I mean it. There'd better be something. She's a perfect apprentice, but a scaredy cat, especially when it comes to ghosts. I guess the jade brush will have to wait. Oh, what are you doing in the shelf? Looking for my jade brush. I think it must roll deeper inside. Jade brush? The one from your mentor as a graduation gift? Yup, that one. When I graduate, will I get one from you? Heh, you can wish. Oh, you can jump down. What's this? A piece hidden behind the wardrobe? Let's see what's written here. Dear Master Ace, we found the trademark of Lou's workshop on the beam while servicing the chandelier. That means your house must contain elaborate machine systems. Since we're not trained for these, please contact Lou's for after-sales services. We'd like to tell you in person, but we don't know where to find your family, hence this note. As the South Finder we borrowed from your son, it's been placed on the easel. Please don't forget to pick it up. From the construction crew. I think this note is for your dad, Days. It is, but why is it here? Dad's never gonna see it. Ever heard of dairy bait monsters? What are they? Answer me first, what's a South Finder? A South Finder is a device for finding directions. It has a magical spoon and board. Put the spoon in the board and give it a gentle spin to get it started. When the spoon stops, the handle always points true south, while the head points true north. Oh, that. I think I've seen that somewhere. My curiosity is satisfied. Shall I tell her about the monster? Ahem, here it comes. Rumor has it there is a special breed of monster hiding in abandoned buildings. They write notes and diaries, signing them as property owners, as the property owner or whatnot, and spread them all over the place. These notes often contain clues, telling whoever finds them to investigate this room or solve that puzzle. Then that poor guy follows the breadcrumbs right into the monster's trap, thinking it's a fun little adventure game. I mean, nobody ever asked why there's a note here. They just follow the lead and die like lemmings. Some say it's not monsters. The house itself sets the traps. Whatever the case is, now, you know a thing about the mysterious notes like this one. Teresa, you know I'm scared. Ah, don't be. Come on, this is your house. It's far from abandoned, right? There's a switch on the wall, but it doesn't turn. There's a slot next to the switch labeling for construction only. Am I supposed to insert something? Don't you think it's creepy? What's creepy? This mirror? I just can't make myself look straight into it, in case I see a ghost in it. Talking about ghosts in mirrors, have you noticed these are conflicting mists? Conflicting how? Some believe ghosts are invisible. You can only see them in mirrors. Like what you just said. Then again, some say ghosts can only be seen just like the rest of us, except they have no reflections in mirrors. All you need is a mirror to spot the dead hiding amongst the living. I think I heard that too. Now put these theories together. Isn't it weird? What's the problem between ghosts and mirrors? Do they have to exist on just one side of the glass? What about ghosts that can be seen on both sides or neither side? They are all valuable possibilities. I don't know. Maybe some people who come up with these stories just need a device to advance the plot, and mirrors are pretty handy. So you see, there's nothing scary about mirrors at all. Yeah, I guess. A floor plan for the theater. Right now I'm in the south corridor. On the left is the sky room, Daisy's room. On the right is the fire room, my studio. After fire, the owner thought that naming a room fire was a terrible idea and stopped using these names altogether. These days they just call them the Daisy room and the Transia studio. Holy moly, did two armies of poltergeists have war here or what? I knocked over the easel and the paint. And everything else. Huh! I'm glad we have separate studios. I was scared, alright? Huh? You're not scared of the face straight anymore. I mean, what else in this room is scarier than that? This time, it's something that moves. I need more details. Oh, there was a sound like wood knocking on wood. Then came a loud crash, sort of like a puzzle box, really hard on the ground. That's oddly specific. I've never smashed a puzzle box and have no idea what that sounds like. I know puzzle boxes can be frustrating, but manage your temper days. That's not the point. After that, it was all quiet, no sound at all. I need more details. I was working on this painting. Suddenly, I caught something moving out of the corner of my eye. When I turned my head, there was nothing. Cliché beginning of ghost stories. I need more details. What made you think there was a ghost? My snacks were all gone. Okay, that's it. Bye, have a nice day. No, wait, there's more to it. So I was seeing and hearing things. It was creepy, right? I thought some cookies could calm my nerves. But my cookies were all gone. I swear, there should have been 2 left. Very funny. Okay, bye, have a nice day. Wait, let me finish. So the cookies were all gone. I thought, maybe I'll have some nut tarts. And all my nut tarts are gone too. I'm going for real. Not just my nut tarts, my cupcake stash is gone too. Is this an artist's studio or a bakery? When I looked up, I saw a black tentacle vanishing into the vent over there, with the last of my snacks. A black tentacle? Right. You should have started from the juicy part, girl. But I wasn't sure. It was just a glimpse, so... But all my snacks are gone, that's a fact. I can't be afraid to be in this room, so I went over to your studio. This theater's got creepy vibes, alright. It was closed for renovation after a house fire. Now there's all sorts of rumors of evil spirits haunting this place. The current owner had a hard time hiring an artist, because no one in their sane mind wanted to come. So he kept raising the payment. Eventually, it became an offer I couldn't refuse. Again, I'm not afraid of ghosts at all. What is a ghost? A non-human life form? I am one myself. Thing is, what if it's not a ghost? Human and beastlings can be so much worse than ghosts, you know. Okay, no more painting for today. Let's help our little Days conquer her fear. I knew I could count on you, Transia. Well said. Say no more. Some tiny walnut pieces on the stool. Look, I told you the ghost stole my nut pies. Looks more like to me you dropped bits while eating them. How could I drop them on the stool? And I do clean my studio. I'm a neat girl. I'm not saying you're messy. Anyways, this isn't conclusive evidence. Let's keep going. Behind the easel is nothing of interest. Oh, it's my cupcake. Although, I don't think it's edible anymore. Behind this easel is... Ah, here it is. I thought there was part of the easel. This must be the South Finder the note mentioned. I think it's missing something. What could it be? A spoon. Right, in the center there should be a magnetic spoon. Days, do you remember what the note said? I think so. Good. Let's go ask the guy. He should know about the South Finder. That's cookie crumbs? See, I told you! A ghost stole my cookies! This is hard evidence! You don't need a ghost to make cookie crumbs, Days. Just stand here and eat them, you know? You're right. Let's go look elsewhere. Some way to get up there, maybe? A large patch of stains. The one in the center looks somewhat like a human face. The stain used to scare the heck out of Daisy. It's not my fault! That thing is super scary when the room is dark. It's kinda creepy indeed. I should cover it up with a poster or something. There's a switch on the wall, but it doesn't turn. That's like the other one. So we need to find a poster to cover the... So probably what we do is we cover the poster, and then it basically gives us a... Stop, Miss T. What are you... Which are you, number 1 or number 2? I am Paul. Paul Ace, younger brother, right? Dad says you must stay here until the portrait's done, especially at night. Sorry for the inconvenience, but this is for the safety of you and Daisy. Yeah, I know. It's written in the contract. Following orders to the letter, like an automaton. He was a lot more reasonable than the other day. What happened? That must be Rel from the other day, our big brother. This one's here is Paul. They're identical twins. Rel wouldn't be a problem. All you need to do is ask, you know. Because you're his type. Oh yeah. I could tell Paul and I can't tell Paul from Rel or the other way around. Rel would be so sad if he heard that. The note says the construction crew borrowed a Southfinder from Master Ace's son. That means either Paul or Rel will know something about it. Let's ask Paul. Alright, thanks for pointing it out. Stop, Miss T. Have you seen this thing before? That's part of a Southfinder. I think Rel is in charge of it. Where's the spoon? Does Rel have it? No, I don't think. It's from Lou's workshop, Miss T. Their products are usually self-contained and multifunctional, so... Self-contained? That means... The spoon's inside this board? I'm 100% for sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it's very likely. Good. Let's see what trick this board has. Okay, so is this a puzzle? Throw me in the deep end, will ya?
That's easy.
Oh, interesting. It's both a baseboard and a container. Self-contained, alright. Awesome! Now we have a self finder. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm awesome.
What do you need the salt finder for?
Good questions. What does Rel have give it to the construction crew for?
Sorry, I don't know. The symbols of the PlayStation buttons. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I knew I couldn't count on you.
Alright. Find a poster to cover the stains. Oh, well, I can ask him if he's seen anything weird.
Have you seen anything weird?
No, everything's peace and quiet.
Meaning the noises Daisy heard in the studio was not from the corridor. A noise that can't be heard in Daisy's studio, but not from the corridor. Where else could it be from?
Read that already.
Some men's clothes in the wardrobe, uniforms. The Ace brothers seem to like dressing up like that.
Ah, okay.
Multifunctional it is, serving as the salt finder and a key. Next. This switch is tight! Gotta use brute force!
Ooh.
Ah! A dead body! A dead body dropped from the ceiling! Calm down, it's just a dummy, dummy. Right, sorry. But why is there a creepy dummy in this room? It is, I think, Oh, right. It must be a mannequin for painting. Mannequin? Yeah, you dress it up and use it as a model, that sort of thing. I see, that makes sense. Why is it tucked away in here, though? The slot next to the switch. Next. Now I see how it works. Is this for servicing chandeliers? Unnecessarily complicated, but handy for sure. What do we have here? Cookie crumbs! Watch it when you eat your crumbly snacks, girl. Why would I eat cookies on top of the shelf? These crumbs are fresh. It took me a lot of trouble to get up in here. Not the ideal place for enjoying snacks. More importantly, these crumbs go all the way to the vent. Weird. Okay, I see. It is weird, alright. Where does the vent go? Maybe to the room next door? Next door? Isn't that your studio? Nope. Remember, the floor plan is in the corridor? Our studios are along the same corridor, not immediately next door to each other. Behind this wall should be the swamp room, opening to the other side, accessible to the northern corridor. You know what I mean? I think so. But how do we get over there? By crawling through the vent? The cover is nailed to the wall. Heh. What do you think I'd do, Daze? You can take the corridor, but Paul is there watching. Now, watch this. I have a neat trick. I'll be back in a bit. Stay here like a good girl. Sure. Okay, enter here. Wow, she's gone! I'm still pretty good at this. Hooray. It's a regular landscape painting and not a large one. All you do is walk over to the other end. The exit is over there. Get moving. And this looks like an exit. Good. Let's go. There we go. This room is depressing. This theater is huge. I guess it has many forgotten rooms like this one. Okay, let's investigate the room for clues. Oh, there's ants. Eh, a man! Oh, no, just a dummy, made of wood. Only this dummy is dressed, making it kinda special. Look at these crawling little things. Ants, I think. Their ants came from inside the dummy. They must have built a nest in there. Ants. Not termites. Do ants eat wood too? Well, I'm no ants expert. Carpenters. Oh, the mystery of missing cookies. Case solved. What are they doing over here? A tall shelf packed with wooden dummies. We use dummies in art studios, but there's nothing to be afraid of, but this must be a dummy workshop or something. Dummies in the left corner. Spooky. The door doesn't budge at all. Feels like it's fused to the frame. I'm not joking, I mean it. I didn't know doors could be locked this tight. No lock, no bolt, can't open it from the inside. Looks like there's no way out. That's about it. I've investigated everything. Time to put the pieces together. The objective is to find the ghost that stole Daisy's snacks. Let's see what we've found so far. Starting from the basics, for example. Right, the fundamental question. What did the ghost take into this room? Right, cookies. I should thank them for being so crumbly. The ghost grabbed them through the vent, leaving behind a long trail of crumbs. So far, I've established Daisy wasn't seeing things. Next question. There's only one door, and it can't be opened from the inside. That means the ghost is now in Daisy's studio. Don't be silly, I've already searched her studio back and forth. In the vent? That's not possible. Daisy did see a black tentacle going into the vent after all. But the vent cover is nailed to the wall. Sending a tentacle through it might make sense, but hiding the whole body into it, I doubt. Last question. What is the black tentacle that Daisy thought she saw? Ants? Yes, that's the only plausible answer. The ants made a nest inside the dressed dummy. They were attracted by snacks in Daisy's studio and stole her cookies through the vent. Daisy, while in a panic, saw a long line of ants thinking it was a black tentacle. After a thorough investigation, the truth is, Daisy made a mistake. Huh, this is a waste of a detective talent. Anyways, now that the case is closed, I should tell Daisy. Before I go, I should make a fast print of this room, if only to make the explaining part easier. Here we go. I like doing fast prints because they're fast. Okay, time to go. No way. Really? You don't believe me? No, I don't mean that. It's just... It was so shocking. I'm still kind of seeing it, the black tentacle in my mind. To think it's just ants, it's... Yeah, I get that feeling. Being told about it doesn't count. You gotta see it with your own eyes to kill this fear. In that case... Hey Days, let's go up to that room and go see for yourself. For real? Of course for real. The fast print is nothing. To conquer your fear, you've got to see the actual thing in real life. How can I get in there? I can't crawl through the paintings. Easy peasy. Get your brother out of the way so that we can walk there through the corridor. Easier said than done. You know what? I have more than one power. Watch this. Like, the door's fused shut as well. Like, that doesn't help. Transia went to her back to studio and told me to wait. What's she doing? Wow! That's your Transia? Oops, you spotted me right away. I thought this should be able to fool you for a minute or two. That's incredible! How did you do it? The face, the body, even the voice is authentic. This is called body paint. Literally, I paint a new body on top of my own body. But how did you paint the voice? A voice is but a unique pattern of vibrations in a vocal cord. As long as I paint the... Nah, forget about it. Let's leave this lesson for another day. You saw through my disguise right away. That's really something. Your disguise is perfect. It's just that I had a feeling that something was wrong. Feeling? Like... I guess it's the family thing. An outsider would be able to tell. But since I hang out with Paul and Rel all the time, I can tell you that something's slightly off. Great. So you just crushed my confidence. Do you think I could fool your brother with this trick? I'm not sure. Alrighty, let's just try it out. Yes. Let's go. Like, the door is fused shut, though. Hey, I'm seriously good at body paint. The face, the body, pitch perfect. It's a shame I can't see my own work in the mirror. The view from the other side is just a thin fog of an ink surrounding me. You mean you don't see it unless I do? Yup. As the artist, I could fool the whole world, but not myself. I wish I could do body paint like that. Rel, what? When did you get inside? Nice. He's not suspecting at all. Ha! Caught you slacking off. I went in while you weren't watching. But I didn't. Oh, shut up already. You need a break, man. I'll take over. But the handover time is still an hour away. An hour away and you're already daydreaming. I'll watch this. You do whatever you gotta do. I see. Thank you, Rel. Over to you, then. Be on your merry way. Don't worry about me, Paul. Yeah, I'll be going then. Yes, Yes, we got rid of Pole.
Funny. Funny, you can easily tell Pole and Rel apart, but Pole doesn't need to know Rel that much.
Only we need to tell them apart by the subtle differences. Pole and Rel know perfectly well who they are.
Right, that must be it. I don't need this body paint anymore. Gotta shed it.
Ooh, that feels so much better. Let's go, Days. Time to see the other room. Yeah.
A flight of stairs leading up. Pole went up. I guess that's their living quarters. I should respect their privacy. Vibrant poster on the wall. Shall I cover the stain with this? I remember this door. It's firmly fused open.
But there's no lock or bolt. How could it be locked?
Beats me. It just doesn't move no matter what. What? It opened from a single push. No way.
Well, now that it's open, let's have a look inside. Is this the room you talked about?
Yeah, probably. Oh. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something in this room seems to have changed. The ants are gone. No, the ants aren't the point. The dressed dummy is also gone.
A dummy? One that can move by itself? No, no, no! It's definitely a ghost!
Calm down, Days. Considering everything, I'd say that someone just came in and took the dummy out. The person must have opened the door in the process.
But who could it be? We're the only residents in the house.
About that... Crap. I brought you here to prove there's nothing to be afraid of. Now she's twice as freaked out. This is ridiculous. I only left for a moment. There's simply not enough time for anyone to do anything. However, the fuse shut door is now open and the dummy is gone. Who could it be and how? So many questions, I don't even know where to start.
Still, something is off. I mean, not counting the vanished dummy. Yeah, this room is different from before. Different how?
I can't quite tell.
Right. I made a fast print of the whole room back then. Fast print? Ah, the picture you showed me.
Yes, that. It's a faithful reproduction of how this room looked back then.
Now we just have to check it against the fast print. Okay, let's do it together. I'm totally freaking out, but like you said, to conquer my fear, I must see the truth as it is.
Well said. You're a brave girl, Days. Let's do it. Just go like this, compare the room against the fine print, and investigate the things that don't match. The upper half of the screen shows Trincia's fast print. Use it as a reference to find things that are different. Find all the differences. The door is in the wrong spot. Oh, that's clever. Oh, so that shelf is movable, and the door that actually opens was behind the shelf. Clever. Everything on the shelf is in its original position. Wait, talking about position, I think I'm onto something.
An unremarkable door, just as the other side of the house. It opens inward, with no lock or bolt. It opens with a gentle push, but I distinctly remember it being firmly locked. It must have been bolted or locked from the outside. Then someone unlocked it. That's the only explanation that makes sense. Hold it. The door's location seems to have changed. What the heck? I'm kinda scared, but with you by my side, I can do this. One dummy gone, so are the snack-stealing ants. I really don't want to say this, but maybe the dumb came to life and... Everything on the shelf is in its original position. The creepy pile of dummies exactly like before. Cookie crumbs were here before, right? So much for investigation. Time to discuss things with Daisy. Are we done? Yes, that's about it. Here's what I think. The vanished dummy aside, the room feels sorta off when I first came in, as if it's not the room I just found a minute ago. Oh, that's possible. Maybe we just went to the wrong room? The layout is almost the same as the one you found before. That explains the dummy on the door. Is that the case? No way. Why? Because of your cookies. Ah, I see. The tentacle I saw was a parade of ants. They moved the cookies here through the vent. As we can see, the cookies are still there on the floor. So this must be the room you found before. The one right next to my studio. Exactly. We must thank your cookies. They're a cornerstone to our deduction today. Thanks, sweet cookies. Now that we've established that this is the right room, the next question is, something in this room has been moved. Since my last visit, it's... On a casual look, the door itself seems to have moved, but this is just a simple magic trick. The key is what is on the shelf over there. If we push the shelf away... Come here, Daisy, give me a hand. Coming! Wow, there's another door! Where's this door go? About that, let's take into consideration before consider its location the fact that it's locked. About that door... Judging by its location, it should open into the corridor. While there's no such door on the other side. Eliminating the impossible, the only thing left is it's a fake door nailed to a solid wall. That explains why it doesn't budge, while there's no visible lock or bolt. Why would anyone steal a fake door, though? Ask yourself, this is your home. A fake door. Ah, I see! I've seen fake doors and windows in other rooms. This building used to be a theater, right? They must have stage props, probably for rehearsal. That makes sense. One more mystery solved. In that case, let's recap. When I found this room, the shelf blocked the real door, showing only the fake door there. I tried to open it, but of course it doesn't move, so I thought it was somehow locked. When I left, someone moved the bookshelf to the fake door to reveal the real one. No longer blocked by the shelf, the door opened without a hitch when he came back. So far, so good. Yep, that wraps up the investigation. Ladies and gentlemen, the mystery of the moving door is officially solved. But that doesn't help the mystery at the center of everything, the vanishing dummy and ants. Correct, solving that is our ultimate goal. However, dear Days, we can't just do that without bringing up the door trick. Now, with the door in mind, think about where the dummy could have gone. With the door in mind... Think about this. How did the dummy vanish from this room?
That's not right, Transia. The door swings inward. It can't be pushed open from the outside with the shelf blocking the way.
Yes, in other words, the shelf must have been pushed away before the door could be opened. Someone coming from the outside to push the shelf away is simply impossible.
Right.
Not bad, Days. You're starting to think like a detective.
Thank you. I'm just trying to see things your way. So, you threw the wrong conclusion. Was that a test for me?
Well, I'd say yes. Now, think about this. How did the dummy vanish from this room? Right, this may sound ridiculous, but the only plausible scenario is that the dummy pushed the shelf out of the way and walked out the door.
But that's... I was about to say that, but it could be just my imagination running wild. Now that you've said it out loud, it's
no longer in this room, and we didn't see any walking dummy on the way here. That must mean the dummy is lurking somewhere in this house.
Stop!
Keep your eyes peeled. The walking dummy could pop and spook us at any second.
It's here!
Whoop. After a long, chaotic while, everyone finally calmed down. Automaton? Indeed, I am Automaton Wizwood, for body and ants for the heart.
No way. I've seen automatons. They can only repeat a few pre-programmed tasks and can't talk at all.
If a being whiz, no body, all can talk. I, whiz, a full body, am certainly better equipped for talking. Nice try. I'm not buying this automaton crap. You can be a guy with a mask. Take your clothes off and show us what you've got. A gentleman cannot run dressed in front of ladies. No, I cannot.
He's fishy.
Yep, very. I am an ant-driven automaton, created by Master Lu himself. That is hard to explain. First of all, how much do you know about automatons? I guess it's gonna be a very long lecture. Shall I ask for the shorter version? Keep it short, dude. Don't forget we are still a suspect of, well, just a suspect. I apologize. Please let me give you the shorter version. My body is a self-contained ecosystem of soil, ants, and wood. The ants sense changes in Z environment and switch my internal logic gates accordingly. As a result, I can do sings and even make sounds. That is the shorter version. Hopefully it will suffice. Incredible. I've never heard of automatons built that way. Are you telling me that this was done over a century ago? Master Lu is the Z True Dragon Emperor's, also genius inventor. Oh, that Lu. Master Hullabaloo. Oh my god. Ouch! Ouch, game. Ouch! Sorry, well, it's like, I'm interested in, like, robots run by, ants. I mean, the TLDR pretty much got it done. Master Hullabaloo. 1 of the 10. Z10. Should it not be Z9? Well, there are plenty of Niners out there, but whatever. That reminds me, Lou's Workshop, the finest machinery service provider in town, was supposed to be established by one of Master Lou's apprentices.
Lou's work... The one that built this house.
That is impossible. Master Lu never had an apprentice. This Lu's workshop has nothing to do with him. Ooh, gossip and scandal served hot. I like where this is going. If you're one of Master Lu's creations, you must be over 100 years old. In that case, you might want to hear this. We have a different emperor now. I am over 100 years old, but entirely new to the world above. I have much to learn. The world above, what's that supposed to mean? I have been wondering that myself.
I don't trust him.
I don't either. Please let me explain. They call me Pro, the only automation swordsman alive. I travel the world and hone my skills, and because the strongest of all swordsmen. Pro. The other day, I was resting at a hotel. What do automatons need a hotel for? As an automaton, I need to rest and service this body. Okay. Just when I was servicing this body, I passed out for no reason. Are you capable of passing out? When I came to, I was already in this house, trapped and confused.
So the ants inside your body stole my snacks?
Oh, I forgot about that. That explains all. Someone meddled with my internal systems, disturbing the logic gates. As a result, I lost control of this body. Now, with fresh food, the ants have retained order. I am back again. You are a lady, is that correct, if I might ask?
Of course.
Dude, are you blind? Thank you, the lady with the umbrella. You saved my life.
You're welcome.
I'm not 100% convinced, but he sounds like he was lying. The way he talks, it's rather inhuman. What's more, I think he mentioned a name. Do you have a name or something? I am 4K Pro, a wandering swordsman. Figured. I've heard about Zorsuke Pro, a wooden swordsman busy fighting crime in West Zone 2. I thought wooden referred to your personality. Turns out you're literally made of wood.
Fighting crime? So he's not a bad guy?
No, a bad guy he's not. A weirdo, maybe. I mean, wandering swordsman. What age are you living in? Get a job, dude. It does make sense if he's a chunk of wood with ants for brains, though. You understand me. Thank you, ladies. Okay, I'm Transia, freelance artist. The girl here is Daisy Ace, daughter of the guy who owns the place.
Nice to meet you, Master Pro.
Nice to meet you too. Just call me 4K. So, we caught the ghost and solved the mystery of the vanishing dummy. Happy ending.
Yeah.
It's been one heck of a long night. I'm going back to the studio for a break if you don't mind. Ghost! Are you looking for a ghost? Not really. It's a long story. Let's just say it's all giant misunderstanding. But I did see ghosts inside this house. I passed out in a hotel and woke up in this house. No, is this a house? Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Is it like whole different space hidden inside a house? That space is full of roaming husks with green glowing eyes. Gibberish. Are you ants having a strike again, Woody? Sorry, I am incapable of new things, but it takes time. Based on my database, when I saw in that space be what you call ghosts. Stop. Zip it before you freak Daisy out again. Just go back to the hotel or whatever you fancy, thanks. No! As the sword of justice, I must match Zhao who abducted innocent automatons. They must be in this house, or this place that looks like house. As a warrior of justice, I must catch these criminals. Maybe it's just you. The body's over 100 years old, no? Maybe it just went nuts and took you here on autopilot. Get lost before they sue you for breaking and entering.
Transia?
What's up?
I kinda want to hear more of his adventure stories.
Huh? You're not afraid?
No, there's nothing to be afraid of now that we solved all the mysteries.
Is that so? Good.
I just want to hear more of this automaton's adventure stories. Feel free to go if you're not interested. I'll find you at your studio later.
I see. This wandering storeman's business must be very exciting for you. I'll be going then. Got some unfinished business at the studio. Great, he's keeping Buzzy occupied. Now I can busy painting without distraction. Let's get the work done while I can. You two have fun then. I'll be off doing my thing. Don't stay too long, or else your brother's gonna catch you.
I won't.
Oh, right. Almost forgot. With nobody tagging along, I could take the shortcut in the mural. Now back to my studio. What's this? A familiar switch on the wall. Nope, refuses to be turned. Brush holders here, but there's no braid brush. How about we do it now? Because, like, I'm done. Or I did the thing. What am I looking for? Ah. Cover the poster stain. Stain's a bit high. I need to find something to stand on. Ah, much better. Dummies in the middle of somebody in the room. Maybe the jade brush is over here. Door blocked by the dummies in the chandelier. At least I can get the dummies out of the way. Okay, stay there like good boys. Good, then there's an exit. Stack of papers, shall I read them? I, Machinist Cow, hereby accuse my co-worker, Hadi, of unethical and fraudulent activities in the contest of automatic paper fast printers. The fast printer Hadi submitted for the contest does not have an any power source, which simply defies laws of physics. I have reason to believe Hadi hid a living person in his so-called fast printer and bribed judges to secure his place in the contest. He is a disgrace to mechanists. Worse still, Hadi's scam attracted so much attention and investment that my project, Cow's Amazing Fast Printer, is losing funding and the critical breakthrough is within reach. I implore you, Grandmaster, to thoroughly investigate Hadi, or else this non-human will ultimately tarnish the sterling reputation of Lou's workshop. From here on, all pages are blacked out. There's a thick stack of evidence attached, although the pages are mostly blacked out too. There isn't enough to piece together one full sentence. I mean, that's basically sounds like a bunch of tech issues that we've had. Oop. Yeah, what's this? Inside the wardrobe and pictures or words, it says canvas and easel. What the heck does that mean? Hey. Excuse me. Excuse me again. This picture is made of smaller squares that can be pressed in. Does it mean that I must press all the squares with canvas and easel? Let me try. Oh, CAPTCHA? Really? Seems to have worked. Picture now just looks like a fast print of Daisy's studio. Who made it? Why is it here? Wait, my words are gone. The words are gone. They're replaced with floating box. Don't tell me that. Some squares have tiny bits of objects I need to select. Does that count or not? This is starting to drive me nuts. The words are changing again. I'm not surprised anymore. Now it says stagehand. Strange hand. What was that? Why does this fast print have me in it? Where did that hand come from? Sue's pulling a prank. This is not funny. Huh? The wall just opened. Ah, the wardrobe is the key to this hidden door. Should I look inside? Huh, maybe I should bring the swordsman along? He said something about another space, no? Maybe he'd know something. After that,
Wow, that sounds fun.
really are having a good time. Sorry to interrupt, guys. I think I found an entrance to a place that's right next door.
A place?
Ha, you found it. So, what I saw was not hallucination. Yep. Are you gonna come take a look? Most definitely.
Wait, I'm going to.
Aren't you afraid?
I am, but I'm still curious.
Sure, let's go together. It is pitch black tunnel where I must feel my way forward. I can't quite tell what's bugging me, but the walls and the floor feel kind of wrong. So far as I can tell, I should be walking in a straight tunnel with no turns or branches. However, am I really? The tunnel could be curving without me noticing, or gently but steadily going upwards or downwards. I feel disoriented, even nauseating. For a second I thought I may be passing through the veil out into the land of the dead. Eventually a light appears at the end of the tunnel. Although at this point, I am no longer sure if there is really a light. Could be my eyes playing tricks in the total darkness. Where am I now? I'm able to see again, although through a dense fog. I have a feeling of deja vu. Am I back in the room where I started? No. This is a new room. It looks very similar to the other room, but not identical. Looks like 4K isn't bluffing. This really is an alternative space. I do not remember what that place looked like, but this feeling is familiar. Automatons have feelings. I see a lot of these crank switches within a day. This time it's different. There are drawings around it, plus a line text saying, "I am not automaton." What does that mean? Marvelous, huge dummy. Is this the place you mentioned before? My memory is blurry, but this atmosphere is unique. This must be that space. I remember this room. It is very likely that I was here once. What shall I ask him about? You got out of this room before? Indeed, a process of reasoning. I started here, then into the other room through the tunnel, then to the room next door via the corridor. That is when you found me. Simple and reasonable, but the door in the other room was blocked by a chandelier, and the dummy zone I came. Dummies! Like these two? Yeah. I dimly remember knocking over dummies like these on the way out. That supports my reasoning. It took me some time to open that door. Turns out it's all your fault. I apologize. I'm distributing the person. After hundreds of failures, finally, we have discovered a pattern that could cheat the visual modulus of the automatons. It consists of 3 arrows. When arranged in the right order, the pattern becomes invisible to automatons. Movement negates the effect, but that is what's not unexpected. Better still, its effective range. When we put it inside a circle or rectangle, automatons can't see anything placed within the enclosure, even if it's a living person. This may appear mind-bogglingly ridiculous. However, it does make sense if you consider the fact that automatons do not have true vision. They operate on crude imitation of human visual facilities. This imitation is prone to interferences, as we have now proven over and over again. Previously established measures include noise blocking, sliding blocks, and segmented images, to name a few. This new approach is much simpler and more practical. Oh, the irony. We, who created the perfect automatons, are now working on ways to undermine them. This is necessary. Hadi and his team of automatons are about to take over Lou's workshop. The rest must be ready for the final confrontation. Oh! This is a captcha. I get it. That's funny. There must be a gathering who doth purchase an item together. If each contributes... Oh god, okay, hold on. There doth be a gathering who doth purchase an item together. If each contributes 760, there remain an overplus of 120. Yet if each doth offer 750, there falleth short by 100. Pray, what is the count of these persons and the count of these persons and the cost of the item? So what they're saying is, are they contributing equally? If each contributes 760, there remaineth a surplus of 120. Yet if each doth under 150, they fall short by 100. Is this like really early Captcha where they were like asking math questions in English? Like just like stupid riddles that like even normal people couldn't solve. So 760, 120. Yeah, each can offer 750. They fall short by 100. What is the count of each of these persons and the cost of the item? Oh, there's multiple people, not just two. Got it. Captcha was never that evil. I think I recall like some like non-standardized methods of determining whether you're a bot or a human back in the early times of the internet. Like, and I kind of like, I don't know if it's a false memory, but I kind of recall like there were like riddles, like questions, like it sort of reminds me of like what was it called, the DOS version of Laser Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards, how they did age verification via like trivia questions about like 1970s and 1980s things that only adults would know, or or really well-read children. Alright, so if they contribute 760, they've overpaid by 100. If they each contribute 750, then they're short by 100. So that is a difference of 220, right? So that's a difference of 220. Oh, well, you know, you can also do algebra, right? So, so each of them is contributing 760. So 760x, 760x equals y plus y minus, sorry, equals sorry, my brain's... I haven't done math like this in a long time. I gotta get out the cobwebs here. 1 over by 120. Y plus 120. And then 750x equals y minus 100. So we solve for y. 760 x minus 120 equals y. 750 x plus 100 equals y. I mean, let me look at the answers. These buttons must be the choices. Let's see. How many people do they have? Oh, they're gonna be mean. Well, we have a finite number of answers. Oh, yeah, well, I have a finite number of answers. So right now, just so you know, I have 760x minus 120 equals y, and 750x plus 10 equals y. So if I just plug in each of these four numbers by brute force, obviously there's probably a more nerdy way to do this and get this done without having to resort to this nonsense. But so 760 times, I'm going to guess it's 20, because I'm going to guess it's an even number, is that minus 120 is 15080. So 20 is equal to 15,080. And then if I replace that with the other formula, which is 750 times 20 plus 100, it is not equal to each other. It is 15,100. So 20 on this makes it high on the 750 end. So I need to adjust so x higher by 20. So it's probably 22. I'm going to guess, because let's just give it a shot, right? So 22 times 760 minus 120. Oops, I typoed. 760 times 22 minus 120. So 22 for the larger formula gives me 16,600. If I do the smaller formula of 750 times 22 plus 100, yep, there we go. 22 equals 16,600, which is equal. So the answer is 22 and 16,600. Boom! There we go. All I needed was a little more information. Oh, the text changed. Now it says, oh God, really? Come on. You're killing me. A bottle of vintage wine is sold for 50. A bottle of regular wine is sold for 10. I paid 400 for 12 bottles. How many of them are vintage and how many of them are regular? Again, two variables. So 50x plus 10y equals 400, and x plus y is equal to 12. So I'm going to solve for x. So if I solve for x, so equals 400 minus y divided by 50. So the question is, what value of y makes 400 minus that divided by 50 equal to x? Right, so that x is equal to the same, or x is equal to that plus 12. That, so whatever is added to that makes it 12, right? So if I make y something like, and it's got to be, so if they paid 400 for it, let's take the extremes, right? So 400, if I bought all 50, if all were 50s, right? That's easy, right? You divide 40 by 5, and then you get 8. So you'd only be able to do 8 bottles, right? So that's the one extreme, and so that doesn't work. The other extreme is I can buy the $10 ones. I can buy 40 of those. So those are the two extremes. So x and y can't be bigger than 40, or x can't be bigger than 5, or sorry, x can't be bigger than, Jesus, now I'm forgetting my numbers. X can't be bigger than 8, and y can't be bigger than 40, right? But obviously that putting those two numbers in there doesn't make the formula equal each other, so it's like somewhere between the two. So if you go for like, what happens if I buy $200 or get $200 worth of credit? So that's 4. So like x is 4. Should have solved it for y if that was going to be easier. But if it's that, then I have 200 left, so that's 20 for y. So 20y is 400 minus 20, which is 3. How goes the math quiz? Come on, this is ridiculous. I don't need vintage y. Okay, so they're giving me the answer question based on the vintage. So I solved for x. I should solve for y instead. So to do that, to solve for y, so 400 is equal to, or sorry, y is equal to 400 minus. I just let Simon blow the pace. How many children are going to save lives? Yes, yeah, I'm familiar with that. I'm more of the Samuel Jackson character than a McClane character for sure. Luckily, I'm not under a time bomb situation. So y is equal to 400 minus 5x, which is the vintage count, divided by 50x. 8. Did I screw up earlier? Y is equal to 400 minus 50x divided by 10. So you can simplify that, because 450, I think you can simplify that to be y equals 40 minus 5x, or yes. 40 minus 5x. So if I plug in 5, then I get 40. 5 times 5 is 25. 40 minus 25 is 15. I must be doing something wrong. Yeah, but those riddles were fun. I must have screwed something up. I hate it when I get in that mode where I'm like, I must have like really messed up the formula somehow. I think the original formula was right, is 550x. I didn't know I was going to need another notebook. I'm running out of page space. 50 minus 50x plus 10x, 10y equals 400. is 50x divided by 10. So how does y become... So... Could always just brute force it. I think we tried that. It was like 200 and then... Alright, so 5 times 50 is 250. Yeah, let's just... I think I have the right formulas. Let me just... so 400 minus 50 times 5. Let's start with the middle one. It's 50 times 5, and that's 50 times 5 is 250. And then divided by 10 is 15. So that's 15 plus 5, which is definitely way too many, because that's 12. So a lot more vintage. So we're going to go with the 7 then. So 50 times 7 is 350. 7 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 7. Jeez. Somebody probably did that a lot faster without all the nonsense. How about those regular line? Wait. No, no, no. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Oh, no, no, it's right. Sorry, 7, 1, yeah, it's 5. Well, then I write it not. I press the buttons. Now it says turn the switch to check the answers. The switch, huh? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of crank stitches within one day. This time it's different. The drawings... I am not automatic. What does that mean? I got a weird looking key? What happened? What did you do? What's wrong with him? He's kind of acting like stupid all of a sudden. Now I have a key, but this door doesn't have a keyhole. Am I missing something? That is not a key, but a mortise and 10-ton wrench. Come again. It is a device for assembling and disassembling mortise and tendon joints. What are mortise and tendon joints? I do not have a plain explanation. I'll do the explaining. A mortise and tendon joint is a way of fitting the pieces and parts together. Say I have 2 pieces of wood. I carve a square tongue on one end and call it a tenon, and I cut a hole in the exact same size in the other one and call it a mortise. They fit together and secure a snug as a joint. This is the simplest example. In practice, mortise and tenon joints may come in any shape. Some of them can even rotate. It's used everywhere. Oh right, our wooden friend here must have gotten lots of mortise and tenon joints but inside of him. That is a great explanation. I am enlightened as well. Thanks, dude. A mortise and tenon joint wrench is designed to quickly assemble and disassemble some of the most common joints. No professional skill required. I didn't know about that. It is available in all hardware stores. I need them to service my body. This one, however, I have never seen before. It must be a proprietary tool created by Lou's workshop. The bump on the door, could it be? It does not hurt to try. Alright, here goes nothing. Oops, I just tore the whole door off. This thing is crazy handy. I feel like I can do a mechanic's job now.
Let me try it.
Sure. The next joint we run into is all yours. Outside the door corridor looks familiar, but obviously not the same one as we saw before. In the fog, there are green glowing eyes and the creaking of wood joints, exactly like 4K described. What the heck?
Automatons everywhere. Good heavens, what's going on?
Looks like they've taken over the place.
This familiar feeling was here before. Cece's ghosts will hunt down intruders. We cannot go further. Actually, I can, if you guys don't tag along.
How?
Look here. There are painting scrolls hanging around. I can travel through them with ease.
Oh, right, your power.
I do not know your power, but I am ashamed for not being able to help. If only I can cheat their eyes.
Cheat their eyes. That's it! Do you remember, Transia? Early in the room we saw something that automatons can't see.
What was that, Bee? I did not see anything special.
Right? You didn't see, that's my point.
Was there something 4K can't see? Right, the switch on the wall. What switch? You have been talking about that switch that's non-existent for a while. Inside the room, there was a patterned wall on the wall saying, "I am not an automaton," written inside, and a switch next to the writing. That is amazing! I did not see such thing at all.
Maybe we can use it on these automatons.
Well said, Days. Let's try it out. May I ask you fine ladies are doing? Some painting. Let me show you. Behold, Master Pro. Incredible! Lady Transia vanished in front of my eyes. You can't see us, are you sure? No floating hands or nothing at all? You are completely invisible. Oh, there you are. And then you're gone again. Exactly like your journal said. Exactly like the journal said. Movement negates the effect. As long as you stand still, the effect should be perfect. The range of the effect is perfect too. Bodies extended beyond the umbrella remain invisible. Perfect invisibility. With just a flash print as something of a simple pattern, this feels like a cheap trait.
Now you can go. 4K and I will hide behind the umbrella until the way is clear. We won't slow you down.
Great. Action time.
Now move over.
Yes, madam. Titled, United Against HGD Gang. This sounds proclamation. I'm gonna read it. I, Kangaloo, am the rightful heir to the founders of Loo's workshop. My father established the workshop to honor the legacy of Master Hullabaloo. After decades of hard work, we have become the pinnacle of mechanical inventions. That is, until Max HD joined us, disguised as an Oculus apprentice. Once admitted into the workshop, he started to create a legion of automatons to aid his scheming of usurpation. In the beginning, his so-called work earned him the funding for administrative reports because automatons drastically save labor costs. However, as HD's legion quickly grew in size, it became clear the real objective was to oust all the other colleagues and claim the workshop as his own. We, the Grand Clan of Loo, as the torchbearer of the craft and the pillar of the industry, shall unite under the righteous banner and banish HD, the shameless usurper. Come join our cause, for the craft, for the legacy of Loo, for the future of humanity. Max HD. Weird name. As weird as 4K Pro. Acknowledged. That was a bit bold. That's like right on. That'd be a good idea. There's a heavy load. If it falls, there'll be a loud bang. I'll push it aside. Done. If I keep doing this, I should be able to take out the guy below. Hey, it's turning around. Maybe I could do something from behind. Great, push it down. Adios.
There's a slope. Now we can come over.
Yes. Behind a thick layer of dust is an old notice intended for construction workers. Extremely important notice for all construction workers. While working at Haunted Theater, finish each day's work before sundown and leave the site immediately. Beware of before around dusk. If your lighting device fails, immediately evacuate the site. Move towards the exit. Do not look light. Always work in groups of 3 and perform head counts regularly. If there are any additional missing personnel, immediately. In case of immediately and escape. Be aware of and do not move, which is valuable relic. The floor plan of 3, although a different version. Now I'm in the northern corridor. To the left is the wind room, dummy room. On the right is the mountain room. The floor plan is pretty much identical to where we came from. What? My wrench doesn't work on this one. Ah, this place. This room feels familiar. Yeah, I made a fast print of this room and kind of a mirror image of this one. What is this place? There's a piece of paper in the drawer. Looking diary, read it. I am developing a deep fear of automations, since I realize that I'm the only organic being around. They're not hindering my emotions. Don't need to rest. I'm just a joke in terms of efficiency and durability. What if one day they decide to remove me, this alien among them? Desperate to find out a countermeasure, I remembered a slider puzzle that I discovered before relocating here. It could interfere with automaton's perception. This room comes with a fake doctor, originally part of the staging setting, I guess. I can make use of that. So I'm hiding a critical tool behind it. To open the door, one needs to solve the slider puzzle behind the shelf, which is impossible for automatons. Yeah, impossible. They're not able to see the puzzle properly. To think about it, this is ironic. I've always supported Max in creating a whole automaton team. Now I'm starting to fear our own creations to the extent of planning a countermeasure. I don't know how much longer I can keep going. Oh, I miss my old village so much.
What? A puzzle behind the shelf. Let me check it out. Max is obsessed these days. He was such a nice, wise man when I first got to know him, which felt like yesterday. A lot has happened before I knew it. Yesterday, I heard rumors that pretty much all members of Lou's shop are working together to banish Team HD. That was when I suddenly realized that I am the only one living creature working for Max. The rest of them are all automatons. That makes me think, what exactly am I? In the eyes of my peers, I guess I am yet another HD automaton minion as well, albeit made of flesh. Earlier this week, Matt sent me to Haunted Theater, an old estate built by Lou's workshop for the Yan family. The place was abandoned after a house fire. There's nothing particularly interesting until I discovered the theater's original blueprints. Turns out it has a mirror image structure. The estate comes in two sides. Yang's side is for the living, the inside is hidden away. They're designed as perfect images that complete each other. According to the records, the site tends to attract ghosts and spirits because of the residual negative energy. These beings will be contained within the inside, hence leaving the living residents alone. I thought it was creepy, but Max apparently didn't think so. Instead, he wanted to use the inside as our headquarters. This is nuts. When I first joined the workshop, my colleagues laughed at me because I was a bumpkin with a stupid name. Munchie, I was called back then. Munchie Nip. But Max didn't. He was nice to me. He said we could relate because people used to make jokes of his name too. He said that it was just wrong, that every name deserves respect. You're timid, he said. Let's call you Timmy from now on. That helped a lot. For a long time, he was the sun for my pathetic life. Now he's a different man, and that makes me afraid. Maybe it's time I quit. I dreamed of becoming a real machinist, but it looks like that my dream is about to take a dark turn. As I'm writing this, I realize I'm starting to miss my old life in the countryside as Munchie Nip. Yes, maybe it's time to go back. Yin and Yang side. Still didn't find my thing. A lot of dummies, fortunately none of them move. Another fake door, wonder what it's for. Push yourself out of the way. Yeah, let's do that. Yep, there really is some secret. What is this? I do not understand. Looks like a simple puzzle. Just move the sliders as instructed. You don't understand? No way. I cannot say for sure. I see it, but cannot comprehend it. This must be one of the ways to interfere with Automate's perception, like the symbol I drew on Daisy's umbrella. No worries, let me have a look. Just grab the sliders and move it in the direction of the arrow. Oh, really? Aha! There, the fake door is open. What is this? Looks like another Mortise and tenon wrench, although not quite the same as the other one. Maybe this for a different kind of joint. Agreed. Now we have two tools to tear this place down. Great.
Me, let me try it out.
Sure, here you go. You gave the wrench to Daisy. I don't think there's anything to do in this room. Let's move on. What the heck is this place? The atmosphere is suffocating. I almost can't breathe.
Eh?
Jeez, I thought it was a severed arm. Nope, just a wooden arm. Must be automaton spare parts. Ew, there's writing on the arm. Let's have a closer look. 4 letters written on the hanging arm. In the following calligraphy. HNGW. What does that mean, though? Hell no. Go west? Well, I don't know. The calligraphy. This is something. I could tell it's a very old style, but no, I've never seen anything like it before. I prefer the CAPTCHA that we just did over math problems, for sure. The math problems were difficult. I mean, doable, sure, but, like, still pain in the butt. My wrench doesn't do anything on this one.
Maybe this is for my new wrench. Let's try.
Okay, knock yourself out.
Haha, that was fun.
Nice.
We'll count on you from here on, Tarnissia.
Almost had it.
Rest in peace, sirs.
Wow, your fighting is starting to look like a swordsman. What should I do about all these automatons ahead? I'll need to discuss it with those two. From here on, it's going to be tough.
Can you not use your power?
Yep, no paintings, no murals. I can't travel through blank walls.
Speaking of powers, can you, like, disguise yourself?
Oh, right.
How about disguising as an automaton?
That's a bit stretched. I can paint myself, but will they buy it? Their eyes work differently, you know.
We could test it on a friendly automaton and see what... There just happens to be one.
You mean me?
Good point. Nice, Days. That sounds like a very promising idea. I'll paint myself as this dude here. He's just a pile of junk now, but the principle's the same. How do I look?
Spotless perfection. You are a automaton.
For real? Look again closer. Our lives depend on it, in case you haven't noticed.
For over a century, I have never seen a disguise of such perfection. I would never be able to tell if I did not know better.
Interesting. After that pattern sheet, I thought automaton eyes worked differently. Now it seems they're not that different after all.
C pattern must be interfacing with my processing unit, or brain, so to speak, instead of my eyes.
Imitating eyes and brains with wood joints? These mechanists are amazing. Infiltration time.
Are you here for performance review?
Performance review? What the heck is that?
Yes. Go in. ZD Katan is waiting. Be ready for the review. You stop. Where are you going? I am here for the performance review. Stand there. Good review. Starting soon. Sure, thanks. Hello, everyone! Now begins our performance review. Keep passing the review. Eventually, you will become Decathlon 2. Thank Master DHD and Lou's workshop for this precious opportunity. You there, turn on the lights. Sorry, lights on now. Ahem. Here is how the review works. You are about to answer a series of questions, all which are true, false statements, questions, whenever I ask a question. If you think it's true, raise your left arm. If you think it's false, raise your right arm. Give your answer when I raise my arm. Say true or false. Again, when I raise my arm, you can say true or false. Give me right answer right away. Left arm true, right arm for false. Answer my questions before the green lights go out. Now, attention. Get ready, answer question. Here comes. You all understand what I said, true or false? Oh, it's a ladybug. I'm like, there's something flying around in here. Wait. Shoot, did I miss something? Ladybug distracted me. Good. Now for real. Put your left hand down. That's pretty bad. Let's start with simple one. Attention, everyone. We are created Max XG. True or false? Now speed it up a bit. His Majesty is the true dragon alive. Oh my gosh. Lou's workshop is established by Emperor Hullabaloo. True or false? See it. Oh, hold on. That wraps up our review. Sorry, I couldn't do that. They were talking pretty fast. Your performance is generally acceptable, while some of you are lagging behind. Then, as per usual, a fast print test. Damn it, why do automatons have fast print tests? What is your problem? Do you have a memory module at all? Oops, I said that out loud. I will tell you for the last time. Back in the day, Master HD participated in Lou's workshop ranking review. The test was to create a fast printer. Master HD made a fast print automaton. Fast print automaton. The automaton was but just one hand. The hand was so good at fast printing that Master HD peers thought it was impossible. They called him a cheat. Nowadays, Lou's workshop still refuses to recognize Master HD's genius invention. Sissy pig dogs, rat brains. Beastlings may have issues with using that language. Master HD made a rule. All automaton teams must practice fast printing. This applies to all of us. Fast printing test is a must. But why did they... No, they... But why did they choose a fast printer for ranked review to begin with? Why not something else? There is no way, there is no why. It is tradition. Not why, memorize. Must make fast printer for ranking reviews. Got it, sorry, my bad. Then shut up and start. You have 3 minutes to make a fast print of... A fast print of your handsome Decaton! Dude, this HG is truly something.
He never managed to create ego for his... He even managed to create ego for his automatons. Can't afford to waste time. I've got flash print to make. Time is up. Present your work. Yes, right. Good work. You are all good automatons. Having a chunk of wood called my art good doesn't feel all that great. Now, the last step. Based on your fast print, solve Z's puzzle. What? There's even more. How long is this review thing? Oh, I've seen this puzzle before. Select all squares that contain your handsome deacon. Is this a trick? Piece of cake. What's the point? This is way too easy. Why can anyone fail this test at all? Like, no, like, the whole point is automatons cannot pass that test. There, done. What? Is there something wrong? Imposter. Imposter. Impossible! You solve the square puzzle! Catch the imposter! Exterminate! What the? Damn, I forgot the automatons can't see the puzzle. I did not forget that. Okay, well, a few points off for the game, because it's like if I solve this, they're gonna know that I'm not one of them. Oops. Crash. That was close. Thank you, guys. I am glad that I helped.
Taking things apart is fun. I can't believe it. We managed to sneak through a corridor full of automatons.
If the definition of sneaking is expanded to cover leaving no witnesses alive, the end result is the same. Good point. So next, we need to get past this gate. There's a very sturdy gate.
The gate has joints. Maybe a wrench will do the job. I've had enough fun after that big one. Here, you take it, Transia.
Yeah, that one was a ton of fun, alright. Now to find a way forward. Looks like an input panel for passwords. How do you know? There are some green lines on the wall. Those conduits are for new tech systems. They supply power or something. I don't know the specifics, but you get the idea. That part I do know. I do not see how it's related to passwords. Huh? What do you mean? It's a panel with a bunch of letters on it, self-explanatory. The letters on the panel keep changing. Maybe it's interfering with 4K's perception? I'll handle this one then. There are 4 slots, so the password must have 4 digits. Select 4 letters. Any ideas? Anyone? Oh, crap. What was that? Was it hell no? West go? Or was it east go? Hell no. South go? No. Oops. Not working. Maybe I gotta hunt for clues. I could probably look it up in the journal. I knew I should have written it down. The switch on the chandelier. I don't need it anymore. Okay, so... let me see if I have, like, the journal, the log. Oh, there it is. HNGW. First time in the game I actually used the log. Oh yeah, the last two letters were messed up. Password correct. Administrator mode activated. What's that? Whoa. I knew it. The password is HNGW. Next I gotta take the two joints apart. HNGW. The gate's open. Let's go. HNGW, huh? Ah, wait for me. I better catch up with them. Wow, that's... A water clock, a type of timekeeping device. It used to be very common in blue scales, but not very anymore. This is a clock? Interesting, I've never seen anything like it before.
We have clocks, Clue. An old kind that need to be wounded up. And the kind of automatic kind powered by new tech.
A new way of saying my family is rich. But most people don't need clocks at home. Bell towers all over the city toll every hour to remind them of the time. Here's another gate. There's a note on
the water clock. This gate opens by the hour of the ox and closes at the hour of the dragon.
Can't they make it a bit more intuitive? 4K, do you know how to read this clock? How far away is the hour of the ox?
Approximately a quarter hour.
Looks like all we can do is wait.
Let's take a break.
Right, been a long day. We need a break. Say, that's a very nice umbrella. I just noticed when I painted on it.
Right? Nice, right? I like it a lot.
There's a word yen engraved on the handle. What's that? Logo of the umbrella maker?
Maybe?
You're somehow more brave now.
Am I?
Absolutely. You were kind of scared of your own shadow when I first knew you.
That's not true.
Anyways, you're a dependable partner. I guess a ghost or two won't scare you anymore, huh?
No.
Huh?
This place doesn't scare me anymore because I know it's run by automatons, not ghosts.
Okay.
So, ghosts are a totally different matter?
Whatever you say. Speaking of ghosts, I think an actual ghost stole my jade brush.
No way, you're serious?
Of course. I saw a fast print of showing a white hand grabbing my brush.
I knew it, the house is haunted. I told Dad over and over again to get an exorcist, but he didn't listen.
This ladybug is getting aggressive. It's like he's now on my computer screen. I wonder how he got his way in. If you need something like a Taoist priest, I happen to know a good one. Do we need to know about your family? Your brother could be back any time if he finds you gone.
Don't worry worry about that. We still have half an hour.
Really? How do you know?
Because we have a clock right here. They're following a shift schedule.
I see. I wonder how it feels to grow up in a family. It must be sweet.
Yeah, sometimes. A family can be a nuisance too. I'd like to live freely for a change.
The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence.
Don't you have a family?
I have 2 friends that may count as family. Like, we grew up on Mount Panta together, as your everyday animals. Then we learned our skills by eavesdropping on the debate between a monk and a priest.
Oh, it's like a fairy tale.
So, I guess you could say we're a family. As to my real family, they all died ages ago. Those 2 are all I have, although we're not of the same species.
I never thought about a society and a family and are like for beastlings. It sounds so different from humans.
Not really. From the 2nd generation on, we're pretty much the same as humans. Beastling babies are born in humanoid forms with an extended lifespan. We can form families and even clans, too.
Still, it takes a whole generation to start a real family. This is unthinkable. Then why did you part ways with your friends? Sorry if I'm being too noisy.
No, I don't mind at all. It's just I can't think of an answer. We just kind of followed our respective hearts and drifted apart. A family doesn't need to stay together all the time, you know?
True.
Hey, don't you feel for the automatons here? I do not understand. Please define feel for. I mean, like, beastlings generally are not fans of animal products, you know? Leather, jackets, taxidermy trophies, that sort of thing. I see. You do not like snakeskin wallets. Funny, I've never thought about that. Now that you've mentioned, yeah, I won't touch those. Unfortunately, I cannot relate. The automatons here and I are not the same kind. They are not my kin. Not the same kind? Indeed, ant-driven automatons created by Master Lu are one of a kind, entirely unlike these toys you see nowadays. These automatons are amazing by the common standard, yet, to me, they are akin to general everyday contraptions such as wheelbarrow. I have nothing in common with the wheelbarrow. Ouch, that stings. The only kin I have are the ant-driven automations created by Master Lu. I see. When I mentioned HNGW, it seemed like you reminded you of something. You want to talk about that? That, it reminded me of an old friend. Old friend? You mean more of your kind in this workshop? Unless HNGW stands for Halt Not Great Wagon, which I think is not the case. That would be much of a coincidence. What's Halt Not Great Wagon? I'm getting more confused by the minute.
Haul not great wagon, it but stirs the dust. Think not a myriad of woes, lest thy spirit be bound.
Haul not the great wagon, see how the dust clings. Sink not on myriad fears, nor to unrest give wing.
Haul not the great wagon, for dense dust clouds the way. Think not of myriad cares, lest thy soul lay way.
You are a truly learned lady.
Thank you. I just happened to come across it in my daily reading.
Excuse me, guys? Am I the only idiot in the room, or what?
Sorry, it's a poem in the Book of Odes.
Oh, that I know. That super old collection of poems, ballads, lyrics, and stuff, right?
Exactly. All Not Great Wagon is one of the ballads. Basically, it says in plain language that don't try to pull a wagon that is too large for you. It only gets you dusty and exhausted.
In other words, don't find yourself in too much trouble?
Yeah, more or less.
Good point. I I guess I'll dig through the Book of Olds and practical advice like this. Hall Not Great Wagon, or HNGW, is also the name of my friend. We lived together in a tomb for over a century.
4K and Hall Not Great.
4K Pro and Hall Not Great Wagon? Your names don't really match, you know. That is not the case, lady. 4K Pro is but a later adaptation. My original name was also in the Book of Olds. More poetry, huh? Which one? It is Gazier Sticks with Care, a ballad about meeting a lovely girl on a fine evening. That, or GSWC, was my name. That's kind of way too romantic for you. Indeed, that is the reason I changed my name. Thanks to this ballad, I met my fine lady, Miss Lynn. Oh, hot gossip. I like that. Come on, who's Miss Lynn? Miss Lynn, the love of my heart, is the daughter of Grove Side Villager's elder. Her father does not approve of our relationship. I must complete a quest to earn his blessing. What quest would that be? To make my son known as Master Swordsman. Good luck with that. Thank you, Lady Trenzia. I will try my best. I'd rather not tell him the old actually means no freaking way. Are there any surviving members of your kind? I think so. Master Lu created over 100 of us to build tombs for dragon emperors. Oh, so that's what you're built for? We are also used as ritual sacrifices to be buried together with said emperors. Ritual sacrifices. Haven't heard that phrase in a long time. After being buried, we guard and repair the tombs forever. A century later, grave robbers defiled and destroyed the tomb that I was in. I was set free. Are you like gravekeepers? No, gravekeepers are living creatures. They watch graves from the outside. Oh, right. After leaving my tomb, I spent a long time in Groveside Village. You may call it my hometown. The village was once called Graveside. They were the descendants of the original gravekeepers. Their ancestors left a message, telling them not to take care of us once we came out. This is all new to me. Which tomb did you guard? Which emperor? There Vonamuman, a master magician. His protege volunteered to guard his tomb, becoming the first elder of Groveside Village. Sire Man contributed to the creation of us by designing our logic boards. For that reason, the villagers treated us as esteemed guests. The village was a stop, not a destination. Eventually, we will drift apart. I do not know where the others have gone. And some of us may still be buried in the undisturbed tombs. There were over 100 of us, therefore I cannot be the only survivor, or so I think. Yeah, you could run into more of your kind someday. That's enough talking. Shall I take a break?
Hey, Trencia.
What's up?
I'm wondering about the 10 emperors.
9 emperors. Ah, 9 it is.
So, there was one emperor, one mathematician emperor. Was there an emperor who was really good at arts?
There was. The artist emperor was known as also a true dragon, younger than the others and not well known. His painting and calligraphy were divine, or so people say. Thing is, he never signed any of his work and seldom hanged him with other artists. Fast forward to today, there isn't any of his work left. We don't even know his name. In the end, we just call him the Obscure.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, there must be something. Maybe a note, a sketch. I can't believe a respected artist with no work behind it all.
Oh, I agree. There must be something. Works of the Obscure
have been circulating in the market all the time, even before his death. Some of these are fake, as a matter of course. Exactly how many, we don't know. The Obscure never talked about it, because he didn't care. To identify a fake, you've got to capture it against the genuine work. Now, which of those scrolls in circulation are really made by the Obscure? We don't know, because he never signed his work. To sum it up, no one knows for sure what the Obscure's life is like, and it's simply impossible to tell which of the paintings are supposedly from him as genuine.
That's a shame.
Oh, there's one exception. The Obscure had made one painting for him, his one and only apprentice, when he was young. That one was signed. Problem is, the apprentice kept it in his private collection. No one had ever seen it. Born with color blindness, this apprentice became a grand master of painting. Nonetheless, he influenced many artists to come. I bet you heard of him. Name's Egget.
Egget? So you're the post-Egget school, aren't you? Since I'm your student, vicariously I'm the successor of the Obscures.
Whoa, slow down. It's not that simple. Egget's style inspired over a dozen different schools, which further branched out. Those are the far end of these three hardly have anything to do with Egget himself at all. My school is called Post-Egget, which is an abbreviation for the full name is postmodern. I knew it was going to be postmodernism. Like, I was like, are they talking about postmodernism? Postmodern Egget inspired the Royal High Division Deluxe Director's Cut. Okay, that's a bit ridiculous. The full name is Postmodern Egget Expired Royal High Definition Deluxe Director's Cut Art Nouveau Awesome School. You see where this is going? On top of that, the style of Egget is different from the Obscures, largely because of his color blindness. It's been over 80 years since Master Egget died. At this point, I don't think anyone could be a legitimate successor to him or the Obscure. The Obscure, you don't mean... Don't tell me you've met the man himself. It does make sense. If you've met Master Lu, of course you've had plenty of chance to meet the Obscure. I am not sure, because I have never heard of the name the Obscure. Of course you haven't. The name was coined a decade after you were buried. You may want to see this. The automaton rolls up his sleeve. On his arms there are 4 letters, GSWC. Somewhat faded, but also readable. Just 4 letters, but the calligraphy style is entirely unique and exquisite. Is that written by the Obscure? Could be. There was only one artist emperor after all. Every automaton created by Master Lu bears a name written by him. Incredible. Your eyes are glowing, Transia. I mean, damn. Now I've seen writing of the Obscure. What comes next? One of his paintings? That's not too much of a stretch. Although, this calligraphy style, I think I've seen it somewhere. The gate is open. It is the hour of the ox. Let's get moving. It's quiet here, totally like the automaton infestation we just went through. So quiet as if.
Don't as if in the stories where part... Don't as if in stories this is the part where things start to go wrong.
Huh? What could possibly go wrong? Don't ask that. Frickin'... like, that's the whole point. Don't ask that question. You don't want to know the answer. Oh, frickin', what's it, Bubsy? Run. Run. Run.
Oh boy, here we go!
Whoop.
Yeah, boy! It's time for a party! You gotta hand it to us.
Oh.
My greatest automaton fans, yes!
tough.
Yeah, you're not gonna skip this part. You know you gotta beat it.
So how do I do? Like, I don't want. I don't think I want to try Threefold Karma. I guess. Ow. Wish I didn't have to click twice to start again.
Hey, dead end, what's we do? Just step on those dummies' heads.
This is crazy. Oh, wow.
Look, a door.
Let's hide inside.
Yeah, I did answer that question. Dronin it's published the nominations on Flera, so yeah, yep, the nominations are up. The door is locked. Now it should be safe.
I think this room is.
Right. This should be the mirror image of my studio. Hopefully there's something that could help us break out. Creating an automaton that can imitate human behaviors isn't as hard as we expected. I don't know how he did it, but Max found a pile of ant-driven automaton parts made by Master Lu. I reverse engineered them to make a replica of these lost miracles. Long story short, now I can create automatons just as complicated, powered by mice, water, or new tech. The exact power source doesn't matter, once I understood the principle. However, after the initial breakthrough, we ran through to a hurdle, memory. No matter how hard I tried, I can't find anything that resembles a memory module in Master Lu's automatons. How can they learn and evolve without memory capabilities? The ability to learn is critical, otherwise an automaton is nothing but a machine running pre-programmed routines. Punch tape, mechanical wire, crystal tubes, I tried every form of artificial memory module that I know, hoping to replicate Master Lu's creations. My prototype must undergo performance reviews to evaluate the effectiveness of each approach. The fundamental issue is that my modules are too bulky. An automaton of any reasonable size can't have too much memory storage. Together with Max, we tried all different possible workarounds and devised this cognitive and enhancing fog. It effectively maximizes the performance of memory modules. In an environment filled with the cognitive enhancing fog, an automaton prototypes have exhibited memory and learning capabilities much closer to that of a real human. Unfortunately, that was our limit. Even with the cognitive enhancing fog, our creations are still far from ideal. Max was devastated by this bottleneck. He locked himself in the workshop. All communications were done in writing, delivered by the trolley hand. These days, I'm not even receiving notes from him. That makes me very worried. He is the only one that I can call a friend, and the only living soul in this place. Our automatons are not good conversationalists. You're the only one I can talk to now, dear diary. Cognitive enhancing fog. He's talking about this fog? What's this? Toy trolley? A tall shelf with a steel beam stuck inside of it, blocking the way. That was dangerous. But the way forward is now clear. Now I can use the shelf as a stepping stone. switch. The fog is gone. Also, there's a loud crash outside. Now it's eerily quiet. Can't even hear any automatons walking. Was the toy trolley here before? Oh. Ah, my jade brush. Been looking all over the place for you. Give me that. This looks like another puzzle challenge. Give me a break. Ever since I walked into places, one puzzle after another. Mechanics' workshop are often designed like this, to test the capabilities of their creations. Master Lu's workshop was a thousand times more complicated.
Did you say challenge? If it will hand us the brush if we win?
Indeed.
Can we trust it?
Yes, if it is a simple machine. Machines are designed to follow rules. Okay, for the sake of my brush. I think it's the automations outside are all quiet. I think we're safe now. Next. Gotcha. Hand it over. Of course. What the? It looks like you must win multiple times. Kill me already. We should keep a safe distance and see how it reacts. Okay. Oh, lovely. Oh, there are more of them now. Tricky little bastard came out from the drain. Oh, that one next. That's actually a little rough. I kind of think I lost it. Okay. Oh, no.
Another one.
Come on, I don't have time for this. Oh, that... What the... Come on, that's ridiculous. That doesn't feel right. I've got to try again. See, Automatons outside are quiet. I think we're safe now. Alright, hold on. I kind of just want to smash them all.
Calm down, take a deep breath.
Stop there.
The brush fell down the drain.
Let's try pushing it out. No, it's too far down. Let me try. What's this? Nope, not gonna work. 4K's got longer arms. If he can't reach, I can't reach.
I should have dropped it with my umbrella.
No, it's my fault. I should have destroyed it. I shouldn't have destroyed it to begin with. Guys, don't blame yourselves. Come on. It's not worth your while.
But the brush is your graduation gift.
That it is, but again, it's just a token to remember my old mentor by. I'll remember him well, so the token is totally optional. It has sentimental value, alright, but as long as I bear the sentiment in my heart, it's just a stick with a tuft of hair. Oh, okay. I mean, I'll have to go over it a little bit. The next few are kind of scheduled out a bit. I will have to probably add it as a thing to do in the middle of. As far as like Flavor not being nominated, I don't mind this much. Like if there's plenty of nonfiction out there and magazines that have people working on them, that's a good thing, in my opinion. Obviously, it means I could probably do more to improve Flavor's positioning and having it be more well known in the fandom. But if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it organically and not like doing it by like doing a sort of campaign, right? Bears the sentiment in your heart. Very well said, Lady Trencia. Now, guys, I have two major findings to announce. The jade brush was in my studio. How did it come here? Now I think I have the answer. And the answer is the sewer system. My studio and this room are separated with no accessible paths between them at all. Below the ground, though, they're connected with the same sewer system. The trolley thing must have gone over to the other side through this drain.
Right. They are small enough to squeeze through.
I have a fast print showing a hand, like this trolley stealing the brush. That serves as decisive evidence. The other finding is, while I was fishing around the drain, I found a button on its inner wall.
A button? What's it for?
No idea. Anyways, I pressed it. Let's see what changed, if anything at all. Okay, now we're all on the same page. In fact, I have a new finding too. Now I can see things that I previously cannot see. You previously can't see? Aha. That answers the question. The button in the drain controls... No, the fog generator is already done when you turn by the switch. Ah, I forgot about that. The answer question is the button in the drain controls. Yep, that. I could not see the switch on the button wall before, because there was a pattern on the wall in the green color, very much like the one I drew on Daisy's umbrella. It interfered with your vision. Now the pattern is gone. It must be projected on the wall with some kind of new tech system.
In other words, the button you pressed is New Tech Master Switch?
Right.
Oh, in that case, there's a door that's sealed by a New Tech lock on the way here, remember?
Yes, if the new tech's master switch is off, the door must be open.
So shall we check it out?
Shall we, ladies? It could be a trap. We've come a long way. One more trap doesn't hurt.
Count me in.
Sure. Let's see how many secrets we can dig out of this place. Hey, Miro. I'm gonna go inside. You guys sit tight.
Just be careful.
Wow, that's a pretty big painting. No. Pretty big half painting, more like. Written in the left corner is East. You don't need to spell it out, dude. Not hard to figure out which family it is. The painting is amazingly lifelike. There's Master East and his wife, the twins, two more servants. I've met them all. Where's Daisy, though? Oh, there she is. A bit of a blue dress on the far left. The rest of her is torn off. They're in the middle of a happy family dinner. Everyone's looking up at, I don't know, whatever they're looking at is missing on the left half. Probably the full moon. Looks like a mid-autumn festival family dinner. Well, it's good to get a workout in. The signature on the left half too. I can't tell which artist it's from. Maybe I can master East about it later. There's nothing to see here. Time to go. Now I'm in the south corridor. The water room on the right, or next to the earth room. The earth room should be the mirror room of Daisy's room, which was called the sky room. What are we gonna find there?
Wow, what's with this weird vibes?
This place feels. We should investigate. Ah, the haunted face. A weird frame, appearing paintings. The word life is written on it. Weird machine, what's it for?
There's a manual next to it. It's partly blotted out by ink stains. Ah, this part's still readable. It's about the functions of this machine. The memories of the automatons used to be stored in the form of punched tapes. Given that the information density of this tape is rather limited, I have devised new approaches.
So this is the memory storage device for automatons.
Looks like so. It's called magnetic wire. A roll of wire can be miles long, capable of recording dozens of thousands of times more information than a roll of punch tape of similar size.
Stop. That's more than I can process. I just need to know it's a machine, and it stores memories.
There's a note between pages. Max magnetic wire drives were used to rely on new tech. Now I've adapted them to use other forms of energy. They still work like before, only a lot slower. The problem of new tech is that it's not sustainable and far from widely available. After my adaptation, you can load memory drives with a hand crank if it comes to that. I've made an adapter for the connection port too, as you requested. I don't know what's the purpose, but if you asked for it, there must be a solid reason.
Load memories? How does that work?
The manual didn't say.
Ah, there's a tube end connector. Do we just plug it into the automaton's head? Wait, automatons are not the same? Being a creation of Master Luz, I am not compatible with... Oh, the connector. Its shape appears to match the hidden port on the back of my neck. Someone tailor-made it for you. How considerate. But that is impossible. How could they... Okay, now I am intrigued. It does fit. You're now connected. Amazing coincidence. How could they have known Master Lu's priority port? Now all I have to do is crank the wheel. Ah, this feeling. This is interesting. I feel memory slowly oozing in. Sounds fun. Is it like watching a stage play? No, the feeling is more like recalling pasts of a life, my own life. I could have sworn that is in my own memory. Are you okay?
Are you okay? This could be dangerous.
I am. The information flow is very slow. I have enough time to discern and process. I shall narrate the load memories for you, ladies. That would be great, thank you. I joined Lu's workshop in order to find a meaning for my life. Here I am, Grandmaster Kang Lu, the descendant of the workshopper's founder, and he told me, what the heck is wrong with your name? Not even last name. That does not sound like human. So, to blend in, I abandoned my original name and called myself Max HD. With a first name and last name, I am complete. This memory I shall forget. What's up? Go on. These memories are highly private, but magnetic wires can be encrypted. Someone embedded a verification check segment in the recording to deter prying automatons. I cannot get past this verification. Please help if you can, Lady Terencia. Just pull the lever down, right? I've done that for how many times today? All members in the workshop forward to the ranking review. A promotion is usually guaranteed if you manage to outperform your peers. However, being so new and lowly ranked, I have not accessed their classified knowledge. Creating an impressive machine with the knowledge that I do not is simply impossible. No, speaking of impressive machines, I just realized that I do have one with me all along. I am an amazing machine myself, made by the legendary Master Lu, far beyond what these modern-day craftsmen can dream of. So I removed an arm of mine, fitted into a tiny trolley, and presented it as a fast printer. Thanks to my good friend, Timmy Nip, a mouseling's form, a small village, my invention dominated the contest. Timmy took the podium and presented my work in my stead, because I could not let them see me with one missing arm. Throughout the process, Timmy did not know. I told him that I was sick, and he believed me without a second thought. I am truly grateful to have this trusting friend. This memory I shall not forget. Select the squares with Max HD. No. Oh, containing Max HD's arm. I rose to power as soon after axing the rank review. Power and fame did not blind me. I still held tightly to my original purpose, to find out the nature and meaning of my life. What am I? What makes me what I am? Maybe the answer will be revealed when I take life itself apart. If I manage to create life out of non-life, like how Master Lu created me, I will certainly come across it in the process. I, together with Timmy, bruised myself with creating automatons that are imbued with true life. Before we knew it, we had a legion of prototypes, but none of those close to satisfactory. This legion made Master Kang Lu uncomfortable. He mobilized the entire workshop to oust me. One after another, my team members resigned. In the end, there was just Timmy left. That will not stop me from my pursuit. I will not allow it. Come what may, this is my original and ultimate purpose. That I shall never forget. Team members G. How? When? Min? He? Sen? I moved from what was left of my team to the inside of the haunted theater. This is the safe space from our permanent base. However, our research soon encountered an impossible roadblock: memory storage. The thinking process of automatons boils down to rearranging logic parts. It can be facilitated by ants, mice, snakes, or new tech systems. Even Master Lu's creation was based on the same principle, just exponentially scaling it up. But as far as I know, there is no storage device in Master Lu's design. How did he make automatons remember? To find out, I started to take myself apart over and over again. I installed my parts in other automatons, replaced parts of myself with these my own inventions. All these efforts ended in vain. To make the situation worse, my body started to malfunction. My memories blurred. Desperate, I sent out my team to hunt down the other ant-driven automatons, in other words, my kin. In a sense, it was a form of cannibalism, but I was desperate. Dissecting my own kind was the only thing that made remotely look like a solution. It did not work. The condition of my body kept dwindling. Moving and talking became challenging. My memories were a heap of disjointed memories and disarray. I forgot when Timmy left me. Did he say goodbye? Did I see him off? I do not remember. He was my only friend, and I might have failed to bid him farewell when we parted ways. Realizing that, it made me feel shame. The fears of death. I had heard that concept many times, but this was the first time I finally grasped its meaning. By then, I was barreling towards my ultimate end with no hope in sight. That was when he came, Where Arte, the man who hauled me back from the domain of death. Out of my dysfunctional memories, a sense of familiarity bubbled out. I felt that I had met him before, that I could trust him. He said there was an ancient relic in this estate, something that could help him and me alike. He would extend my life with it. In return, I must build something for him. By then, I was physically paralyzed, except for one single arm, one that I made into a fast printer for the ranking review. It was the only part of me that could move. With that hand, I explored the forgotten estate. Finally, I found the relic in the secret chamber, dragon ink. The miraculous liquid flowed in it, because the source of life that kept me going. Over the years, I have engineered myself into a pile of all mechanical systems that I can think of. Now dragon ink serves as a part of that ever sings together. What is dragon ink? How does it work? At this point, I do not have the capacity to ponder. The only thing that matters is that keeps me alive. I strive to find the nature of life, but discovered something else entirely. The will to live. The memory I shall not forget. At the end of my life, I still not dissolved this riddle of memory storage. My life continues, but my memory is failing by the second. This is the end of my journey. Looking back, I have forgotten its beginning. What was my original name? Do I still remember? It was GC something W? GCFW? Hold on. Do we have a log? Oh, really? They're not gonna... That's mean. GCSW? Oh, HNGW, sorry. The other one? Okay. This is the end of his memories. Oh, what the heck was that horrible sound? Could it be? Oh, he's the face on the wall, isn't he? Hey, what the heck is that? It's moving. It really is you. Hello again, HNGW. You have changed.
Who is it? How do you know my name?
You don't recognize him? You guys wear the same masks.
My visual module has failed.
I am GSWC. We used to work together in Sire von Manner's tomb. Do you remember?
GSCWWC? It does not exist in the memory fragments that I can muster. Vonu Man, that name I recognize. An orphaned entry. A broken link. The shadow of an echo. I do not know its meaning.
I see. That roll of magnetic wire is your memory?
Yes, my internal memory systems is completely dysfunctional. All incomplete memory fragments are recorded on magnetic wire. Someone shut down the memory drives, new tech power source, and I blanked out.
That button I accidentally pressed disabled him. You recorded your memories off the wire roll? I find that hard to believe. The wire roll has anti-automaton segments embedded in it. How can you load your own memories?
On a certain days that I do not remember, I was able to see things that automatons were not able to see. I became immune to such measures.
That is even harder to believe.
I embedded those segments myself to prevent other automatons from prying.
You are talking about things far beyond my understanding.
Are you an automaton created by Master Lu?
Indeed, we are from the same batch.
Tell me, where do you store these some memories? How do you remember signs?
Is it signs or is it things?
We are foundationally just wood. Wood does not think, does not remember.
No, my friend. You are looking in the wrong place. It is not wood that remembers. It's the ants. We remember things through the ants in us. What? Ants can remember things for you?
That is impossible. Ants are not sentient. Each ant lives but for a brief moment. They are physically not feasible as a means of memory storage. The same applies to snakes, mice, and new tech conduits. They only offer a power source of power.
But we are different, old friend. Snakes and mice only provide power, but the ants in us are more than that.
I find it hard to believe. Please explain.
Think of humans and beastlings. By our standards, their lives last more than a brief moment, just like ants. But collectively as a colony, they gain knowledge, develop ideas, and pass them on to future generations. Over time, they develop a culture, a legacy. Indeed, this legacy of theirs is a shared memory of the colony, outlasting its individual members. Each generation builds upon the existing foundation. The ants inside me are an organic colony with a legacy built through countless generations. This, old friend, is how my memory works. So you're saying that your ants have distilled certain patterns of wood block movement as a sort of a tradition, creating your memories without being aware of it? As long as their tradition lives on, your memory storage continues to expand. Am I getting it right? Correct. The ants are my nerves, my heart, and my brain.
How does one make it work? Coordinating the behavior of ants on the automaton host, and with perfect precision, it's not practically possible.
Look at it the other way around. Let's say a piece of porcelain. The piece fits seamlessly into a broken vase. What craftsman could work with such precision? Well, have you considered the possibility that the piece and the vase used to be one object, but broken later? Build the automaton around the ants, and the ants grow into the environment. You do not manually coordinate anything. Do you remember our, for lack of a better word, infancy days? The ants were still getting used to our bodies. As a result, we were clumsy like human infants. After generations of ants, we grew up to be better automatons.
No, I do not remember. My earlier memories are completely absent.
That is truly a shame. The point is, my friend, we keep memories in our ants. There is no need for a standalone storage device. Our memories are alive.
Oh, wrap wood around a seed of life. What a genius design.
Do not tell me you have lost your ants.
That is exactly the case. In countless experiments, I almost killed all my ants. I spent a lifetime trying to replicate the art of creating life out of non-life. Turns out, there is life all along. That brings up an old memory. My first printer, that won me a promotion. I hid my arm in a trolley to cheat in the contest. I thought it was not cheating, because I am a machine who is a part of a machine as fair and square. Now that I know the core of me is life inside a machine. Am I a machine or a living creature? Life inside a machine, life inside a machine inside another machine. Was my first printer a legitimate invention or a cheat? Interesting question. You, the lady who came with GSWC, I trust you are not an automaton. Me? Of course not. Good. Then tell me, you who is born with life. I made a fast printer whiz, an arm of mine, for my ranking review. Do you consider it cheating?
Technically, yes. The heart of your fast printer is in an ant colony, which is life. You did not invent it. On the other hand, the fact that you actively wanted to cheat makes you something else. A real machine only follows the rules, never circumvents them.
Aha. You mean I am more like a human than an automaton? Thank you. I'm glad to hear that in the end of my life. This must be the meaning of my life. HNGW. My time is up.
You cannot be serious.
I have lived longer than I should because of the power of Dragon Link. I already died when the new power source was cut. The hand crank gave me a second wind, but this really is the end. I would press the button if I knew what it was for. This is sad. I suppose an immortal machine facing the end of his life. Goodbye, GSWC. The friend that I do not remember. This very moment, I am feeling happiness, regret, relief, closure, shame, and more. This must how it truly feels to be live. Hell not great wagon, it but stirs the dust. Sink not on myriad woes, lest thy spirit be.
He is gone. Say 4K. You know quite a lot about automatons. What do you mean? I don't understand. About how ant-driven automatons work. This HD or HGNW or HNGW spent a lifetime trying to figure out what failed. How did you learn about how memory and stuff works? It was but a partially informed guess. Seriously, dude? You were that confident? I totally believed it. I am not a machinist. Automaton is not my domain. However, as a wandering swordsman, I have traveled much and seen much. One night, while serving my own body, the idea came to me. It may not be correct, but it does seem to explain everything to my satisfaction. Ants, mice, humans, snakes, beastlings, living automatons, all forms of life are fundamentally the same. What do you think? You might be onto something here. Yeah, you could be right. You can't find secrets of life without living it. HD spent so much of his time in his workshop, he missed the whole point. Or I could be wrong. Master Lu took the information of ant-driven automatons with him. When he died, there is no correct answer to be found. Just think, how much HD would pay to know what you know. No, I am the ignorant one. Huh? What? I loaded his memories and talked to him. There is one thing that makes me admire him.
HNGW managed to feel regret, anxiety, and shame. You mean you can't? Correct. I cannot. You lost me. Master Lu built us specifically for ritual sacrifice and tomb maintenance. Negative emotions are not necessarily for that purpose. Hence, Master Lu did not give us such capabilities. Speaking of, you do have this inhuman vibe. It does make sense, though. Being buried for well over a century, you'd go nuts if you can feel loneliness, boredom, and pain. Correct. I cannot comprehend the concept of pain. But HBWBC could. The same applies to those visual interference patterns. He can see them while I cannot. Now, I understand Master Lin's request. Listen, 4K. I won't allow you to marry my daughter, not because of what you are. What she needs is a soulmate, one that fully understands her feelings, particularly distress and pain. I ask yourself, if she is in pain, can you recognize that feeling and be there for her? If not, this relationship, whatever you call it, is going nowhere. So 4K, I have a final test for you. Go travel the world as a wandering swordsman. I see you're handy with a sword. Just go out there, meet people, hear stories, and listen to what life feels like. You're a smart man. I believe eventually you'll find out what it means to have a heart. Come back and ask for my blessing when you do that. HNGW. In his final moments, he became human. I, on the other hand, still have a long way to go. I don't know why you're so obsessed with this, but good luck with everything, Master Pro. Thank you, Lady Transia. I will try my utmost best. There's something in this room I should check before leaving. Wow, that's the other half of the picture. The missing half of the painting, so this is a relic, huh? The girl on the bottom looks like Daisy. It fits seamlessly together with the other half. Featured more prominent on the painting is the dragon soaring in the sky. It has wings, so it must be a true dragon. It's painted with a shimmering and flowing ink. This must be the dragon ink in HD's memories, prolonging life with ink. Is that possible? That is the blessing of one of the emperors. I guess so. This depiction is entirely different from the commercial paintings available these days. It's truly majestic. A century ago, the blessings of the emperor in full dragon form. He soared the sky day and night over blue scales, bringing peace and fortune to the whole empire. However, when I came out of the tomb, he was gone already. Yeah, you missed that part. One day the blessing fell to the ground and died, because of death unknown. His body is still there, near Dragonview Tower in Zone 1. It happened so long ago that to most people these days it's just an old story. It must have happened soon after I was entombed. What happened after the blessing died? The rest of the emperors died too. 2 dragons basically died out, taking the Servitude clan with them. Our current emperor is only known true dragon alive. Things started to go downhill under his reign. Being able to hold on for so long is a great achievement. He is a true dragon indeed. Well, great achievement or not, he's only postponing the inevitable. About this painting. Perfect style and skill, but the comprehension is kind of funny. How so? It puts the blessing and the heiress's family together. They don't belong in the same period. Paint whatever makes the client happy, I get that, but still. The Ace family? Yep, their bottom right corner, see? That's Daisy. Oh, is that Lady Daisy? There's a signature. Let's see who made the great work and who made this great work of unrealism. Hot damn.
What is the matter?
The singer is Eget's. This is Eget's authentic work.
It appears so. Says Eget, let me quote your words.
Born with color blindness, the apprentice became a grand master of painting. Nonetheless, has influenced many artists to come. Bet you heard him, name's Eget. It's been over 80 years since Master Eget died. At this point, I don't think anyone could be called a legitimate successor to him or the obscure.
In that case, this painting must be over 80 years old, a precious relic indeed.
No, that's not right. If it's painted over 80 years ago, how come Daisy's in it? Speaking of Daisy, where did she go?
Is she gone?
Yeah, are you blind?
In fact, I have never seen her this whole time.
What do you mean? How can you not see her? We've been together. Oh, because of her umbrella? I drew a visual inference pattern on it. Is that what you mean?
No. She was invisible to me since the very beginning. I could not hear her voice and see her umbrella. After that pattern, the umbrella was gone too.
What the?
Indeed, I am an automaton whiz body full of ants for a heart.
No way. I've seen automatons. They can only repeat a few pre-programmed tests and can't talk at all.
If a being with no body at all can talk, I, whiz, a fall body, am certainly better equipped for talking. You are a lady, is that correct, if I may ask?
Of course.
Dude, are you blind? Wait. This is way more than I can process. What the heck didn't you say so?
I apologize. That was because... After that,
Wow, for real? They're making automatons so close to a living person over 100 years ago? Interesting.
Thank you, Miss Ace. You are an interesting person as well. For example, why can I not see you?
You can't see me either? I'm not surprised.
But Miss Transia seems to see you perfectly well.
If you can see me, it's kind of normal. As for Transia, she's special. For whatever reason I haven't found out yet. May I ask you for a favor, 4K?
Certainly.
Please don't tell Transia that you can't see me.
As an automaton, I am not programmed to tell lies. The best I can do is avoid this subject.
That's good enough. Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. I think I found the entrance to a piece. It's right next door.
That is it.
You mean I'm the only one that can see her?
According to Lazy Daisy, yes.
How is that possible? What is Daisy? Hold on, if she is not human, then the rest of her family... Damn. We have an actual haunting all along.
Haunting? No, I do not think Lady Daisy is a ghost.
Care to explain?
She is afraid of ghosts. Ghosts afraid of ghosts? That does not make sense.
Okay. Despite the gruesome encounter with automatons, 4K still doesn't get the idea of fearing your own kind. I don't think he's ever going to get it. There's no point in killing our brain cells over a dead-end question. Let's see what else is out there.
Certainly.
Again, like we're only getting through one chapter of this one. Is leaving the place going to be easy? Hey, Tritsia, welcome back. You're Ral? Great. You didn't mistake me for Pole this time. This outfit works. Yeah, nice clothes. Ha, you're the artist. If you think it's nice, it must be real nice. You know what? Daisy's... Oh, she's waiting for you in your studio. I think she has something to tell you. Huh? She's back already? Of course. Just go find her. Better be quick. We have a show going on real soon.
I'll be on my way then.
You, mask guy, stop right there.
Mask guy, you mean me?
Yes. Who the heck are you? This part's off limited to visitors.
Can you see this guy, 4K? Yes, a man dressed in white. A peculiar choice of styling.
So Rel is totally visible, but Daisy is not? But Rel can see Daisy?
Now I'm confused. None of this makes any sense.
Well, I'll go find Daisy. Happy hanging out with you, Rel.
Please wait.
Freeze, explain yourself.
Days. I've been looking for you all over the place. Sorry. I suddenly remembered there's some unfinished business, so... Not a problem. So did you see that painting?
I did. And now I have a million questions. You better have answers.
I see. Okay, I'll try my best. The purpose of the inside of the estate is to contain that painting. That means me and my whole family are ghosts possessing the painting. Or so I used to believe.
Used to believe?
Right. It would be great if we really were ghosts. The automatons wouldn't be able to kick us out.
So, what are you exactly?
Artborns. We're a unique species.
Artborns? What does that mean?
Higgin made that painting with a special kind of ink.
Dragon ink?
Back then, we didn't know the name of the artist nor the nature of the ink. Now, thanks to HD's memories, we know it's called dragon ink. A true master touch, plus the power of the magical ink gave us life.
Like, life born from a painting?
Higgin's painting depicted a fictionist family, not based on anyone in real life. A perfect family under a sky of the blessing, enjoying joy and peace, was what he wanted to convey.
Joy and peace. Yep. I see. Ace is not your family name, but the second half of the painting's title.
Right. Despite the good wishes, we did not have much joy or peace. We used to live on the inside until the automations kicked us out.
Then you moved over to the Yang side?
Yes, Yang side was home to the Yan family, the owner of the theater. They moved out after the house fire. Since the estate was standing vacant, we took over.
Yan. That's the name on your umbrella.
Yes, they left the umbrella behind. I like it a lot.
I think I get the general idea now. Still, I have more specific questions. Why can't 4K see you?
The truth is, we're somewhere between beastlings and ghosts, sometimes not very visible. I think it's because the painting that gave birth to us was torn, so we kind of half exist. Particularly me, being torn from the rest of the family and used as HD's life source. You could say I'm the one with the least presence. Not only 4K, most people can't see me. I've got to concentrate to maintain my physical shape. Sometimes when I'm distracted, I drift through the walls. Very ghosty.
How come I can see you?
I was surprised too. Maybe because you're an artist, so you're more sensitive to works of arts, including artborns? Whatever the reason, you're the only one who can see me without any trouble.
I'm flattered, I guess?
The first time you came here to see Dad, you greeted me. That was a huge surprise. Before that day, only my family could see me. I was so happy, socializing. I've never had a chance before. So I asked Dad to hire you as a mentor, just to keep you here longer.
I thought you were just eager to learn.
I am. I didn't know what painting was about, but now I've started. It's a lot of fun.
I know how it feels. Sometimes stuff you picked up on a whim yours into a legitimate hobby or even a career.
Artborns are unique. I don't think we're the first ones in history. No one knew what we are. I mean, even we didn't know what we were. So, they thought we were ghosts and hired people to exorcise or contain us. They were afraid of us. None of it worked because we're practically the same as feastings, non-human humanoid life forms. In a sense, it was a good thing. We had the inside all to ourselves. Finally a place to be called home. Until HD and his automatons moved in.
Why didn't you tell me before?
I would have told you if I could. Truth is, my memories are mostly a blur. Maybe because a part of me was torn off in the painting. A jumble of random moments, and a lot of blank space. Maybe like HD's memories. Am I a human, a ghost, or something else? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you about the things that I don't know. I was in the middle of figuring my own existence out. I tried asking Mom and Dad, but they didn't want to tell. Maybe they didn't want to pique my curiosity in case I wanted to explore the inside on my own. When Forky told me a story, some memories started to surface.
Why did you leave us just now?
I recalled more as we went deeper into the inside. It was very important to me after so long finally being able to find out who I am.
I was wondering why you're so eager to explore.
When I finally remembered it all, I fell into a new existential crisis. So I'm an Artborn. What are Artborns? Wave after waves of questions. It was overwhelming. That's why I chose to find a quieter place to think it over.
I don't get it. You thought you were human, then a ghost, and then you were totally confused. Throughout the whole process, you never had an existential crisis. But the crisis kicked in when you finally found out what you are?
Maybe it's a sense of not belonging, the enormity of it. For example, my family, when my memories were a mess, I never doubted that they were my family. Now that I know they're just fictitious figures put together by our creator, do I really have a family?
Ugh, that's...
I thought I was a human girl. Turns out I'm not. I'm something new entirely. Only made to look like human. What's my place in this world? Everything about me was defined by an artist. None of them are real. In that case, is there something real about me? Some being created out of nothing. Is my existence real? Do you know what I mean, Trencia?
Well, I guess I can relate a little bit, sort of. Here's what I think. Worst case scenario, you can't be entirely fake. Like, how you're scared of ghosts? That's genuine character. I'm an artist myself and I have no idea how to paint that.
Oh. That part must be real, I guess?
More than that, your curiosity, your talent in painting? Yeah,
Yeah.
those are real. They're far beyond brush and paper. All these tiny parts add up to a holistic you.
Huh, maybe you're right. Thank you. You answered my big question.
Yeah, I know, I'm awesome.
Hey, I almost forgot. Here, this is yours.
It's my brush. That's my jade brush. How did you...
Fished it out of the sewer drain. My body is not fully solid, remember? I can reach inside the drain.
Oh, thank you, Days.
I should thank you. You helped me find my memories, my home, and myself.
Piece of cake. I contributed a little bit.
And most importantly, thank you for this. This painting here.
What do you need this painting for?
It's my outfit.
Huh? Your brother just said something about his outfit, too.
Right. Rel and Paul already have their outfits. Dad hired you to create this one for me.
please. Show's starting in an hour. Get ready.
The theater's packed. On it! Hey there, swordsman.
You abandoned me. I exhausted my aunts to convince them.
You said you wanted to learn about pain, no? One extra large dose of pain in the butt. You're welcome. Who's the girl?
Aha, he's not a girl. You just saw him not very long ago. Hi, Transia. I guess you haven't seen my outfit yet.
No frickin' way, Paul.
Yup, in the new flesh.
Someone explain to me what's going on here.
It's kind of like your body paint.
Huh?
I think I know where you're going.
So you're what? Possessing paintings?
Right. We come from art, so slipping into works of art is no trouble at all. In other words, we can wear painted characters as outfits. Better still, these outfits can be seen by anybody. Now Paul can try out female outfits like he always wanted to, and Days can fix her lack of presence.
Who came up with this idea? Genius.
Oh, that'd be me, thank you. I hired someone to paint me in new clothes. It was so handsome that I spent hours on end admiring it. One day I just slipped inside the painting and made it real.
That's taking narcissism to new heights.
Now Paul and Days can have fun too. Today, Days will be joining the show for the first time ever. Don't miss it. Also, cheer hard for me.
The show? You're making it into a commercial performance?
Of course. The Ends used to run a theater here. We should honor their legacy. Yup. I've been doing this with Rel for a while, and we have quite some fans. Days will make the show even better.
They'll love this new
outfit you did.
Wow, that's very much unexpected. Let's see what the show is about.
Good day, everyone. How's your day going?
Peace and peace.
I'm Bebo.
I'm Yona. It's been a while. Did you miss us? Today we have some exciting news.
Aw, thank you, Mr. Liu, for the fireworks show. Thank you. Yay.
Peace and peace.
Now, where was I? Right, some exciting news. Our little sis has come to join the show. Let's welcome Faye.
Ease and peace, everyone. I'm Faye. What the heck is this?
Yay, welcome.
He's supernaturally excited for a piece of wood.
How does they make this fireworks show happen?
Don't ask me.
They're all hitting the button like crazy. Is that like, say what? Join us, smash the like button.
Okay. This being Days' first show and all, I'll smash the like button heck out of it.
Smash the likes. Thank you, Mr. Pro over there, for the fireworks show.
Peace and peace.
Yay!
This is fun. I've never seen anything like it before. Woohoo.
This whole idea is a bit postmodern for my taste.
Parting with the audience behind a new face with a new identity. Isn't that amazing?
You know what's amazing? Seeing my painting on the stage as an actual person.
Is that not what you regularly do? Body paint?
There's a subtle difference. I can't see my own body paint.
seeing my painting move around with my own eyes, not through a mirror or something. This is a first. Ah, right. This show is truly one of a kind, although I'm not sure if it's the good or bad kind. This show and this adventure we had, I will remember for a lifetime. That reminds me. What's your plan going forward, 4K? I will continue my journey as a wandering swordsman and pursue the feeling of pain. Good for you.
Transia!
Days, congrats. The show was stunning.
Dad told me you're leaving?
Yeah, my job here is done.
Would you consider staying as my mentor?
About that. It's a nice job, but right now I've got to take some care of something with a higher priority. Does it have to do with a jet? As sharp as ever, 4K.
Maybe I should call him Master Edget. He created us after all.
I need to figure out how he created the artboards. Special ink can't be the only secret ingredient. Once I learn his trick, I may be able to fix your family painting. That'll give you a solid body without these outfits.
You're so nice.
Where do we start? In his memories, HD mentioned a Wari Arte, who asked him to build something in exchange for extended life. Whoever this Wari Arte is, he or she knew about the painting, and knew how to make use of its power. If I can find him, there may be a clue or two. Wari Arte, maybe. You know the name? I heard of this Sky Lotus camp. The mountains on Zone 2. It's a bandit camp. They recently had a seer by the name of Arte. With his help, the camp is quickly expanding. Arte is not very commonly family name. We could be the one you are looking for. I've heard of Sky Lotus Camp for whatever reason. They're specifically targeting ink makers. Weirdos. Ink, you said? That makes another connection? Yes, I need to pay these bandits a visit.
Is that safe? I mean, now I'm totally content with what I am. You shouldn't risk yourself just to.
Nah, I can handle myself. And this is not just for you. My curiosity is piqued. And I must verify one thing that is very much related to myself. No questions. I'll tell you about it when it's over.
Okay, just take care.
Sure I will. This concludes Transia's story at Hot End Theater. Bidding everyone farewell, she set off to the mountains, to the fine Sky Lotus camp. She had no idea that the winding path of fate was taking her to some old friends. Missed one not important quest. I think this is the worst rating I've had so far. New reward, turbo button. With that, you can draw 10 draws with a single button press. It's not exactly hard to get, just try your luck. So let's see what the next thing is. Yep, I think we have 2 chapters left. New feature, turbo button. Interact with switch one time does 10 trials. is this door that goes somewhere? Oh, yeah. Forgot, like, this is like a whole room. So there's a lot of deep lore that you can, like, go into. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to leave this room. I'll, like, kind of explore it a little bit, but, like, I'm not going to, like, click on everything. And I think that's, like, that way you have an incentive to, if you want to, like, read all the lore and stuff. It'll incentivize you to get the game and unlock the stuffs. Anyways, that was Chapter 3. Next time, Chapter 4. These are long ones, so I don't know, man. Like, I think the big thing was me solving the math problem. I probably would have been done, like, 15 or 20 minutes ago if I didn't have to, like, actually do math problems. Now, I've got to say, like, it's very weird. I will say that as the thing. Like, actually having, like, math problems, like, this is probably the hardest math I've had to do in a game yet, because, like, a lot of times, like, games will shy away from having you actually have to do, like, algebraic formulas and stuff, because obviously it's like, oh, we don't want to, like, detract from things. I wonder how, like, that would have been solved otherwise, like, if you just had to, like, make wrong answers or something. Like, if they're like, oh no, it's actually this. Because I did have to stumble a little bit on certain things that caused it. So, anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on the... We'll see you guys next time for Chapter 4. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for staying late. I know this one went a bit long, and... hopefully the next one won't go as long, but it's probably going to be another, like, 3 or... like, I'm going to guess these are, like, 3 hours a piece. So, I think it's a good thing to kind of just do it that way, though. Just to kind of get that... just to make sure that there's an ending of a chapter, because these are pretty self-contained sort of stories so far. Obviously, they're probably going to come together